YouTube Streets Podcast, man. New Age plug. You did it again. You already know what it is. Ronnie Blue Eyes, what's good, bro?
Scandalous squad, we in the building, man. We riding with the YouTube streets. Thank you to everybody that's riding with you and me. Salute.
Salute to everybody in the building, man. This is going to be one of them ones. And we dropped the link in the chat for anybody to come up.
Oh, from
Uh,
Panel?
oh,
Oh,
shoot.
shit.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to play the actual intro. Okay, we'll be right back. Let's go.
God bless America, we need a miracle. Time for a change in the way that we live, and I'm standing my ground. We not backing down to these woke corporations and fake politicians. This is the sound of freedom, the voice of the people. I speak for the silent majority. Never forget when this government took advantage of us and forced us into quarantine, lied to our face and abused their authority. ESG scores the only priority. BlackRock and George Soros destroying us. Try to ignore it, I can't do it morally. Vaccinations did more harm than good. They love assassinations in the hood. They love to see blacks and whites divided. Could we impeach Joe Biden if we could? United we stand, divided we fall. Just mothers and fathers protecting our children. In this new world, light up some herb to ease my mind on this drive to Virginia.
It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to.
The death of Charlie Kirk has showed people's true colors, especially in the way Charleston White responded. Instead of offering condolences, White mocked Kirk's passing and openly said he didn't care, even going as far as saying, forget his kids.
I don't know no motherfucking Charlie Kirk. I ain't never heard of Charlie Kirk till yesterday. And man, stop fucking with me about white folk. I don't give a fuck about no white boy dying. Nigga killed by another white boy. That's white on white crime. That's Peckerwood violence. Fuck, I'm butting my nose. I got all the nigga shit. I care about nigga killing nigga. Fuck, I give a fuck about cracker killing cracker. Fuck. Nigga, red birds and blue birds don't fly together. The fuck I give a fuck about? I don't even know Charlie Kirk. Don't give a fuck about him or now motherfucking me. Ain't give a fuck about that white boy getting killed. Nigga, I'm fucking whole having fun and fighting niggas. Fuck, I got time to worry about white on white violence. Fuck. It ain't worried about nigga violence.
His reaction has sparked outrage, but also revealed his larger point, that America tends to pick and choose who gets compassion in times of tragedy, often overlooking the pain of black communities. By using shock value and harsh language, Charleston White turned Kirk's death into a moment to highlight what he sees as hypocrisy in society's selective outrage.
Okay, guys, so we're not done here. So Charleston White does this rage bait, race bait type shit, right? Where he did it with the Carmelo Anthony case, where he was supporting Austin Metcalf, and then flip-flopped and started supporting Carmelo Anthony, ultimately hiring his dad as his personal assistant, allegedly, right? Now he's got caught in a lie because he still is playing this character. So you've seen the video earlier. You've seen what he said earlier in his video. Now I'm about to play where he gets called by Aiden Ross, and I don't think Charleston White knows this is recording. Listen here.
What's up, nephew?
Hey, I was calling you because I see.
The news on Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, we just got done talking about that. It was horrible.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man.
I just can't believe that people are celebrating, that shit. Crazy.
Yeah. If somebody killed me, they're gonna celebrate that too. So I don't trip. It's some evil people in the world, homie.
Yeah, I know, bro. At the end of the day, he's got a family, bro.
Yeah, and he's never harmed nobody. He's just been, he may have hurt some people's feelings with his opinions and ideologies, but he's never tried to hurt anybody.
Yeah. It was a tough day, and there's a Colorado school shooting. There's a lot of bullshit happening in the world.
Yeah. But one thing about it, man, never throughout history have evil ever won. Never throughout.
So Ronnie, man, Charleston White is just one of many that has mocked the death of Charlie Kirk. I mean, there's people all across America that's getting fired from their job, that's getting cut off. I've seen many posts of 17-year relationships with friendships turn sour because of how people reacted to this death, right?
I've seen this before, bro. Relationships end over different sides, and politics get involved, and people that been friends their whole life step away from each other. And like you said, it's all about division. United we stand, divided we fall. And the time to unite is now. You know what I mean? I feel the same way. Like, I don't give a fuck what's what, who's who. I mind my business, do me, you do you. You know what I mean? That's my motto I live by. I mind my business and do me. But this is a tragedy. The whole world has to see, regardless of what they were, who they were. This is a tragedy, and this is crazy because it shows you how crazy this world is getting. It's a scandalous world, and it's getting even worse. You feel me?
Yeah, it's going. We're even I don't know who even said this. I think it might have been Ted Cruz, but history's repeating itself. A lot of people are
Yeah.
comparing this from the 60s and 70s of how,
Hmm.
you know, they're protesting and then
Yeah.
ultimately, you know, John F. Kennedy got, you know, murdered. And then people are saying
Yeah.
the Oswald and Mr. Tyler Robinson comparison. I don't like the Luigi Mangione comparison that they're
Right.
giving out. Luigi Mangione, when he killed somebody, he actually killed somebody that affected people's lives like
Mm.
bad. Like literally, he had the Brian Thompson dude. R.I.P. to him. You know, we're not. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
yeah,
He
R.I.P. to
affected
him.
people's lives physically, this first person you're referring to, and mentally, emotionally, in every way. So it's a little I hear what you're saying.
Charlie Kirk hasn't hurt a fly. Kirk hasn't
Right?
hurt
We just
nobody.
heard Charleston White, out of all fucking people, just say he ain't never hurt nobody.
Yeah,
He
that's
ain't
what I'm
never did
saying.
nothing
That
wrong.
he just said it. That's a crazy thing. Charleston White didn't know Aiden Ross was
Out of
recording that
his
live
own
stream,
mouth. And he
and
said
he got
he ain't never did
exposed.
nothing wrong.
He's
Yep.
in character, and I will be. I want to put a little bit of context so that when Tia Kemp leaked Charleston White's number a couple months ago, I wrote it down, and I know that it still works. And because he actually, I said something about, hey, what's going on with you and Sarah Fields or some in that capacity. He actually came back and called me, but I was at a birthday party, Charleston White. So I'm gonna send him the link tonight, and I'm gonna send it to Whack 100.
Yo.
DVS is a no show. You know, DVS doesn't want smoke on this topic
Right, right.
because he's not. For a while I thought he's independent, but he was more like, you know, not far left like he was when he
But he
first
was
entered this
leaning a
podcast.
little bit. Yeah, he was leaning a
Yeah,
little bit, but not that far. You know what I mean? I hear
bro,
you.
DVS, when it comes to this topic, I don't think he'll be here tonight. Pino, obviously he's going to be for Charlie Kirk. I know we all know Pino's views. Him and
Yeah,
1090
and
Jake
I
have like the
actually,
same views.
yeah, yeah, and I actually just seen him in the chat. He said he'll be joining the panel soon. So shout out to Raw Talk. Shout out to Pino. Salute.
Now, when it comes to Tyler Robinson, there's already been some people that's came out and talked about him. The first one is the grandmother, because we're gonna get down to the facts of what political party that he represented. Even though to me this is a human on human crime, not just a white on white crime, not just a political violence crime,
Right,
but it's a
right.
human on human crime. But we're gonna get to what he represented, right? So we got Tyler Robinson. He actually is an independent. That's what he's under. But his
That's
family,
what he claiming. Right.
but his grandmother did a, I think it was like a new she just did a write-in report with one of the news station. We got a couple of these too
Yo,
with
plug.
mixed
You saying he's
reports.
a neutron? He's neutral. He's wearing white. He's waving the white flag. He ain't wearing red or blue. He's neutron. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah. But he grew up around guns. He grew up right
Right.
wing, and
Of
then
course.
somewhere down the line, and some people are blaming the college he went to or whatever, his
Right.
friend group. But it's independent, but was trashing the Charlie Kirk months before this happened. Um, yeah, we got let's play this clip right here for some context. But I
Yeah.
but I do want to, oh no, not with this context, but he is not. So his family was right wing. He grew up right wing, but
Okay.
he isn't necessarily right wing. There is a
Right.
Halloween costume with him on, and he's on Trump's shoulders. It's one of those little trick
Yeah.
costumes
Yeah.
with the legs, you know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
his little brother was the shooter. I believe it's Thomas Crooks, or maybe it's a
Wow.
coincidence. Maybe his
That's
brother was a
crazy.
hunter. I'm just saying the picture's
So
crazy.
you
We'll pull
saying
that
he's
up too.
independent? All right, let's get into it. YouTube streets. Yeah.
I do want to pull this picture up. This is fake. So everyone's going around. Some people are going around with this picture with him with the Trump shirt on. The right picture's on the right. So
Right.
he doesn't have a. He's that. I mean, at the end of the day, this shouldn't matter, but it
Right. I
does
just want to
because
get to that, but
these
they
two
making it all about that.
these two sides are making what do the right wing is blaming the left is blaming the right. We're gonna get down to the facts.
Facts.
Another thing too, the dude JD Delay did a short on this, and he didn't say he said he didn't think it was him either before he got caught. But this dude on the left that debated against Charlie Kirk, that is not him either. This is not him. Um, but who knows? Maybe this dude did debate against Charlie Kirk. They just haven't had a video come out on it yet.
Right. Right.
Another pit. Hey, one of the pictures of him with a gun with his. I guess he used to go to bases. His uncle was
Yeah,
in the
there's
military.
clearly military behind him. Yep. I
His
was just
dad
gonna
turned him
point
in.
that
Now,
out.
this is another conversation. This is another fucking. This is one that is getting debated by the hip hop community right now. The dad turning him in. Tyler Robinson's dad is a police officer for
Mm,
20 years. I think he might be
right.
retired now, but he
Yep.
turned his son in. And the hip hop community, even Lush One, all these people are saying that that's a bad father. Now we brought this conversation up with Papa Steve and Wade Wilson at one point,
Yeah.
and I mean, I don't even know which way it went. DBS switched so
Oh,
much on it.
yeah, that shit went crazy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
DBS said 1 minute that he wouldn't snitch on his dog, but he wouldn't. It was some weird shit. He would kill
Yeah,
somebody for his dog. I don't even fucking know. But at the end of the day, the dad did this dad the way that he did this with his son. He's not going to get no charges unless
right,
something comes up later. But as of right now, the way that he turned his son in, he's not going to get
right.
no charges. And you got to look at him. He's already a cop.
Yeah,
Like
that's crazy.
this isn't Queso's dad, guys. This isn't
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
fucking.
yeah. This is the type of shit where you got money, you got understanding of the law because you're law enforcement. You know how it works. You probably got him a good lawyer. Said you got to get in front of this. You got to own it. You got to cop a plea of it. You know what I mean? Like he probably just broke it down to him, type shit.
For sure, for sure. Um, okay, so suspect's high school friend says Robinson was only leftist in a family of hard Republican, and this is after the grant. This is from Anna Betts, a notable. I think she does. I think she's on the news, but this is a write-in.
Right, right, right.
In a phone call interview on Friday, one of Tyler Robinson's high school friends, who was asked to remain anonymous, and that the suspect was pretty left on everything. The only member of his family that was really leftist. The rest of his family was hard Republican. So you got reports coming back from both sides. The grandmother says that the grandson didn't really do politics, but the whole
Wasn't
family was right.
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's saying he really ain't into politics. He wasn't really into politics, period. You know what I mean? And the fact that he was independent shows you he wasn't really far on one side or the other. But this shit is crazy, bro.
It's kind of like that kid, and I could compare it to sports because we got one cousin and one half brother that did this. Our whole family's Florida State fans, but then you have
Right.
one person that wants to go against the grain and wants to go against the family in a way because
Sure.
I guess this to be different, and that's what it seems like in this situation. But this dude took it to a whole fucking other level.
Yeah, yeah, facts.
All
Yeah,
right,
I be
so I'm
doing this. I be doing the same thing with my family and shit. Like half of us are Irish, half of us are Italian, and we be busting each other's balls constantly. Like, but over anything, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's all love, you know.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna play this classmate. So we haven't got anybody really close to him on video, but we're getting to where this is TikTok video is going viral, and this kid, I guess, was in the same school as Tyler Robinson, the shooter.
I went to school with this Tyler Robinson kid. I'll show y'all. That's him right there. Tyler Robinson. I'm not trying to like clout chase, make this shit about me, but I'm not gonna say I knew this kid really well. I didn't know him very well at all, but I definitely saw him for like 3 straight years in high school. And the best way I could describe him is just like a Reddit kid. I don't know. I feel like if you were in high school around that same time, and even probably now, like 2018, and then like those kinds of kids, but that's exactly what he was. All I'm gonna say is this is the kind of shit that happens when you spend way too much time online and all of a sudden your beliefs are all the way this way or all the way this way, and you do some dramatic shit to please these people that are not your friends. This internet shit is seriously no joke.
Damn. So he's saying this whole shit is influenced by social media. Wow. Yo, that's crazy, yo. Yo.
Yeah, so I mean, even Charlie Kirk talked about that multiple times. He said when something like really, really bad happens or something gets
Yeah.
overwhelming, everyone should log out and be with their family. I agree with that. I think there should be time where
Of
you need to get
course.
off the phone.
Class in moderation, my guy. Too much of anything is no good. So what I always say, do it with class and do it with moderation. You know what I mean?
I have an issue with how this. I don't know how the algorithm did this, but it used to be like all the like videos that get posted that are real graphic. We would have to go digging for them. Y'all remember them days when you would have to?
Right,
There
right.
was like certain websites you would have to go digging for them. Well, this time the fucking video was given to every damn kid that was on TikTok. They made
Crazy.
sure you seen of it, and we're gonna get into the conspiracy. So
Yeah, this
I,
is a crazy world we living in these days. We're living in some crazy times, and it's like I said, it's only getting more crazy.
no, for sure, for sure. No, and I don't like how they fed it to the dude. They fed it to the youth where they couldn't
Yeah,
avoid it, even if they blurred it. But then some places didn't blur it. I mean, I know that we have free speech and shit, but there's got to be a certain. Or what do we do? What do we
right.
do when it's just it's in your fucking face? Like I didn't even really want to see that.
Well, like you said, right, earlier you brought up a good point when you mentioned the JFK assassination, right? So you got to remember how long it took for the government and for civilians and citizens to eventually see that video one day. But nowadays, in this information and technology, and you could get it at the drop of a dime in a second, it travels so fast. Like you said, good, news travels fast, bad news travels even faster. That is a factor. You know what I mean? So it's just like it's all over the algorithm. The algorithm's fucked up, and it got these kids fucked up and people fucked up in general.
So the conspiracies around this, right? And I'm not gonna stay too long on it. We would have to have Zebby on because Zebby brought up a lot of good points on some of the stuff. But the first one that everyone's been talking about tonight, because the last couple of days has been about another conspiracy, but tonight has been, and this is the topic of discussion, is the jet that flew. So I guess for 30 minutes after the assassination, and I guess walking distance from there's this jet that flew out of that town. This flew out, and they got the guys freaking the owner of the jet, and the guy's like a billionaire, and they're trying to find
Right.
some kind of link, and they're like trying to say that was either for the shooter or it was some people had
Yeah.
to. And listen, I don't believe
That's a
this.
stretch.
R.I.P. to
Yeah, that's
Charlie.
a reach, of course.
R.I.P. to Charlie. I don't believe this, but some people believe that he didn't die that day. They even have it to the where they think there's a because I'm gonna be real with you when you watch that video, the way the blood's coming out, it's pretty crazy, bro. That's a lot of blood, and
Right.
and then you got the hand signal guys. I don't know if you've seen this, Ronnie, but there's two dudes that's
Right.
standing on the side of Charlie like literally a second before it happened, and
Yeah.
they called the play. That's what it
Oh
looked like.
man, bro, listen, like I said, I'm a little bit ignorant to this case, but I'm gonna have to do some digging, especially when it comes to hand signals and body language. I'm gonna definitely break that down. So I'm gonna look into that. But that sounds crazy because we've seen similar things at the last Trump attempt assassination. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and this guy Charlie spoke
A lot
very,
of
very much
signs.
after that happened. I wish I was you, bro. There's not that many people that could say they don't know about this. Ronnie is up here being
No, I
truthful to
know
y'all.
about it. I know about it. I just don't know enough to give my full opinion yet. You feel me? I want to do my due diligence. I want to do my homework. I feel what you're saying. I
So how did
appreciate it.
you? I'm gonna be real. How did you hear about it though?
Yo,
Because
same thing you was just saying, bro. It's all over the algorithm, the
okay,
news, my family, you know what I'm saying, friends, but it was all over the news, but not only the TV, my phone, bro. Right away, immediately, like you said, immediately. Everybody knew within like I want to say the first few minutes, but let's be real, like within an hour, most people knew that's this information technology that we're living in this era.
now I see Timo and Timu. Shout out to Timu. You can come up and debate too if you want, man. I see you in the chat saying what'd you say. Let me look at his last comment real quick. He just said, "Don't sugarcoat what Charlie was saying." Okay, so I don't think there's gonna be one person in the chat and on the panel that wouldn't say that there's some stuff that you would agree that Charlie's saying and that you would disagree. And that should be with everything. Now, the
Yeah,
sugarcoat some of the stuff he said, the extreme. I see one he spazzed out on the Chinese. I think he
yeah.
spazzed out on the Chinese dude. Yeah,
I don't sugarcoat
listen,
shit. Ain't no
he got.
sugar.
I mean, listen, that was like a dub to come up moment. Like that was
Right.
like, I mean, I could name 100 YouTubers that had that same
Hmm.
moment. So I mean, but that looked like a spat. That was just like he spazzed out. But I like I tell you one thing I do like about Charlie is he always says that he's a sinner. Like
Yeah.
and that's it's just the truth. We all sin, bro, and we're all trying to
Yes.
be better.
And it's
Um,
crazy, right? Because I know a
yeah.
little bit about them, but until they shoot in, it's like you find out a lot more information, you know. So it's sad that like sometimes it takes a tragedy to bring awareness to any situation. I'm not anything in particular, but to any situation, you know. Sometimes it take a tragic situation to bring awareness to the situation.
And that's my question to Timu is, what did he say that was so bad that he deserved to die? And if you notice, there hasn't been a get back. Like and there isn't people like come. There is some people that have even made like a list or whatever, right? But they're going to be on a FBI list. But Charlie Kirk's message was not violent, so he's not going to want. He's not going. This isn't King Von. I think people are putting political and prison politics, and
Right.
they're aligning with this. They're aligning it because it is. I mean, it is what it is, bro. It ain't going. I don't think it's gonna be like Jamaica, where you die for that. That's what they, one
Nah, real
candidate
rap.
wins, the other
Real
one
rap.
dies,
Real
right?
rap. Real
So
rap.
we don't want to be at that point. It's just like the Democrat, any side, dude. This is we're gonna cover it, and we know we're gonna give condolences to both sides, and we're not sugarcoating nothing,
Never
Timu.
sugarcoat shit. Facts only. You know what I mean? Facts only.
But this isn't really a political channel, but now we're here.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we're here.
yeah.
We're here.
That's
We're
another
here.
thing, bro. That's another great point that you bring up because in the past we went out of our way to completely, purposely avoid politics. I know at least I have. I didn't never want to get into politics, and we try to separate that shit. Like when it comes to religion and political beliefs, like you can check all that and your ego at the door. You come here, be you, do you. But sometimes they force the hand, and that's what makes me think that's where the conspiracies come in and they push agendas and shit like that because they push shit in your face. Like you said, everybody was watching, learning, and seeing this shit on their phone immediately right after it happened, or some as it happened.
A lot of people's got opinions on this, and this is
That's
my
just
thing. This is my thing. For years, I covered hip hop. We've covered hip hop, and what did people always say? Oh,
yeah.
you're not black, and you can't cover this. You're a culture vulture.
When you brought up, listen,
Well,
when you brought up the prison genre, my bad not to cut you
yeah,
off,
go
but
ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna bring up rap. We grew up in the hood. I grew up in the projects. Like we're gonna bring up hip hop, just like you did earlier. I was gonna touch on that, but go ahead.
Well, now we're at the point where everyone's got an opinion on this, and this is a white on white crime, and we're not saying we don't give a fuck. Now with
Right.
the YouTube streets, we usually cover white on white. We try to cut. We cover everything, but white on white
Yeah.
crime, it's 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 something that we're gonna cover it now. This is crazy because when I look at this dude, it's almost like the complete. It's like the complete opposite of what of Charlie. It's like, but it isn't. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It's like Selena vibes.
It's
It's like
crazy.
John Lennon vibes.
Right, right. That's crazy.
Because a lot of these people that go to these events that want to debate it, they secretly are like, even though they're left, they love Charlie, bro.
They admire, right? They have some type of, you know, fascination or respect or what have you. You know what I mean?
And when you
Unanimous.
take out one, you're gonna have 10 more. You're gonna have
Of
so many
course.
people trying to fill the shoes. You know what I mean?
There's always somewhere somebody next in line ready to take that spot. Believe that.
Yeah, Alana got denied too. She's not getting out. Just by the way, Janet, salute to y'all. She's Yolanda. Yolanda will never get out because she's not programming. She's not taking accountability. So Yolanda will never fucking see you. I hope not. Anyways, I love Selena, man. That's fucked up.
Yeah, facts. That movie with
Great artist
Jennifer Lopez too, that was a classic.
for sure. But now we know what she did with Diddy. I don't know if
Yeah, I
it's
told
different now.
you. Now you bring it to the movies nowadays. She made that movie Hustlers about stripping and all this other shit, and she was mixing up the same cocktails she was using to knock dudes out and rob them, as Diddy was using the pink shit mixed with this with that. And I don't want to get into too much details because of the channel, but you're picking up what I'm laying down. We already know.
Now, that's a good point. 4.0 GPA. That's the only comparison I would give to Luigi, in the whole, because he wrote on the clips, right? Just like the transgender, it's kind of like he's taking a little bit from everybody. And yeah, like he took he took from the transgender and he fucking and he the only comparison to Luigi is like the GPA. The person he killed, I don't was he that's what I'm thinking too. This dude was expecting to get love like Luigi Mangione. That's what I'm thinking. I think this dude really thought he was gonna, and I think he might be getting some some people might make a GoFundMe for this motherfucker, bro.
Yo, know that's next.
Yeah, for sure. Now I'm gonna play this chick that she's going viral on TikTok. Let's see what she's got to say.
Tyler Robinson was a groyper, which is a white nationalist. It's a far-right group that follow Nick Fuentes. You've seen like the Pepe the Frog or whatever, that little meme. That's like their little mascot. And it's like 4chan video game, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, it's all white nationalists and they follow Nick Fuentes. Here is a picture of him dressed up as one. Now, I've done 2 videos about this because I was speculating on it and I just wanted to get some more confirmation over the last few hours. This morning I had a feeling about it, but I wanted to get confirmation what the casing said. And once I was reading, as soon as it said catch this fascist, I knew everyone was going to go, oh, something about him's on the left. That is what they say on the right because they don't think they're fascist. They call everyone else fascist. Nick Fuentes constantly attacks people calling them fascists. And then the Bella Ciao or something, it's a song that the Groypers have on their playlist that they took from a video game. And if you're reading this, you're gay, LMAO. That is the very much homophobic attitude of Nick Fuentes. And then the other words about bulge and noticing and stuff that has to do with furries and meme and 4chan, whatever. Anyway, it's all Groyper, which is schmutzy. And this is important because they're trying to spin it. Well, I've got both sides. I've got the right, seeing that, thinking he's somehow on the left, or they want to spin it that way. But people on the left go, no, he must have been questioning things because he was anti-fascist. No, he was not. He was a fascist. I just don't think he knows that. Because when you're in the cult, you don't know. I grew up on the right. I had no idea I was doing racist things by the way I voted. Your brain is not your own, and the things you do are broken up into your brain in different compartments, so they don't compute the same. They don't connect the same. So I could have friends of all different color, family of all different color, and still vote Republican because it made sense in my brain because things don't connect. Because the center of your brain and your identity is your leader. And the rest is just kind of spontaneous moments, but it doesn't connect. Something has to happen to alter that. And Nick Fuentes and Charlie Kirk did not like each other. And I mean, there's a lot more to this, but this is just the basic information that you need to be telling people that this is red on red crime. Okay, there's fractions in there. I mean, that party's fractioning, but there's factions in there. They're all vying for power. Okay, and we just got another little vacuum here, but Nick knows he's in trouble. Like, there's no way he's saying, I don't want violence. I think he knows damn well this kid was a groyper. So it's important to get that information out there. So make sure you get this picture and Google stuff online. You'll find more information about that. But, this morning I was like, my spidey senses were like, that kid's a freaking groyper. I know it. You know, he's a white kid, and the thing about Nick is he really pushes the
Yo.
the young white male that he's getting screwed over by the Republican Party. He tells them not to vote Republican. He tells them F Trump, and he loathes JD Vance like you will not believe. He says things that make my jaw drop, and he says them publicly. I'm always like, how are you not banned from the planet? And these kids follow him because Nick sounds like he's the only one that really cares about them individually. He thinks that people like Charlie Kirk were like for the tech bros, the billionaires were going to let, and that, like JD Vance is going to let in all these Indians and the visas and stuff that take all the good paying jobs. They're anti-Israel. I mean, there's so much to it, but they feel like people like Charlie Kirk were impeding the progress, and he, was a hardcore Trumper, and was very much in with Trump. Some people on the right thought he was going to be one of the next presidents over there. So there is major rifts going on. So despite the chaos that you've seen, which has made you afraid or think we're going into civil war and all that stuff, be real clear that the right is eating itself alive. We had a family friend that has been die-hard MAGA. Like, I had to leave the room. Like, she'll be screaming about Fauci needs to go to hell more than Schmittler. Like, it's been bonkers. And last night she called and she's like, that man's a liar. And he's...
Hey, Fauci should be listen.
Yo,
Listen,
she a little
Fauci,
tap, dog. I ain't
Fauci,
gonna hold you.
bro, Fauci should be going like, oh my gosh, bro. I think everyone would agree. I think the left would agree to that.
Yeah, bro, she a little tapped. I ain't gonna hold you. I was trying to read some of that body language and her demeanor and her tone of voice, if you will. But yeah, she had me dying with that red on red crime shit. Like that's funny. I know it's political, but it reminded me of some blood beef, like red on red crime. Crazy.
Now I sent the link to Charleston White. It has begun. And
Oh
this and everything.
no.
Somebody's up here right now. Who's this, brother?
Yo, what up? It's Mass One. What's cracking, plugger?
Oh, what up, Mass One? Man, I haven't heard from you in a long time, man.
Luke.
Yeah, I was just in the chat talking. That lady was very uninformed.
Okay,
And
what you got? What information you got to bring to the table, man?
clearly he was, in my opinion, he was radicalized by the left. Um, and he's essentially Antifa. What she was saying did not make any sense at all. Because anti-fascism is what Antifa stands for. So the fact that
Mm,
she says the right calls the left anti or fascist. That's
right.
completely wrong. So that lady is just brainwashed. And what I wanted to say is that um, our politicians are bought and paid for. All right, by APAC. All right, the American Israel Political Action Committee. All right. They every you can look this up as a fact. Every one of our congressmen, all 535 of them, have to take an oath to Israel.
Yep.
You have it, and if you don't, you're not gonna become a congressman or a
Crazy.
congresswoman. Yeah, and and one of Charlie Kirk's best friends just came out and said, did you see the tweet that he said he laid down? That he said that he has a feeling that if he turns on Israel,
I seen
that
that.
they
Yeah.
are going to unalive him.
And he has been going against
Wow.
Israel a little bit. We've seen that too. So
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. He's
Shit
been
getting
changing
deep.
his stance. And also, you want to know another thing that I think. What is an assassination technically?
uh try to make it look I don't know. What is one? Tell me.
It's a message.
Okay.
Okay, who is one of Charlie Kirk's best friends?
Donald Trump.
No,
Okay. Best friends, Barron Trump.
Candace Owens.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
Okay.
They started Turning Point USA to like at the same time she was involved
Oh
in
yeah,
Extremism.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay,
You're right. You are
who?
100% right,
Yeah,
Candace Owens. Okay.
who is labeled anti-Semite of the year last year?
yeah, Candace Owens.
Candace. So, all
Wow,
right, this this was a call out and a statement to her as well, because she's been
warning,
going in on a warning to her to watch her mouth because she's been going in on um France, the first lady
warning.
of France.
Yep.
She's been calling
She be going in
that.
on everybody. Let's keep it a
Yeah,
buck.
yeah,
Go ahead.
you since when has any um world leader sued a podcaster? They literally dropped the lawsuit because so many people were because she's calling Macron's wife, Bridget Macron, a man, and
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna
she
say she even called someone else out for being a dude and previously like turned woman.
that
Crazy
and
transgender.
that's a message to her, in my opinion. Like, uh, like they want people to really not talk about the stuff that she's
Going on
talking
with her.
about.
So you think it's
That's
strictly warning shots?
oh yeah,
Wow,
it's
a
yeah,
message,
definitely.
if you
Yep,
will.
it's definitely a message.
Well, that's a great take. I gotta tell you that is a great take. We're
Look,
trying to gather all the facts, give our educated guess. You know what I mean? Do the best
yeah,
we can up here, but we're trying to gather enough information. And I'm still kind of in the blind, but the more I learn, the more I dive into it. It's getting deep.
yeah,
What
and yeah,
do you think these other people are in danger, like a Andrew Tate or like a Ben Shapiro or
yeah. Not, I don't think Ben Shapiro is in danger at all because he toes the line for Israel 110%. He will never go against Israel. But people like the Candace Owens and
or
then
Alex Jones
not even Alex Jones. He toes the line for them. That one. What's the other guy? Who put out? He's like really against feminism. He put what is the definition of a woman that Matt?
Crowder,
No, not Crowder.
Matt Walsh?
Yeah, Matt Walsh. He's in danger, I believe. Candace Owens in danger. I don't see people. No, not Ben Shapiro, because Ben Shapiro is a Jew, and also he toes the line for Israel super hard. But Matt
Mm.
Walsh is in danger. People that uh will even Dave Smith is in danger. You know who Dave Smith is?
No, go ahead.
He's a Jew, but he talks out against Israel all the time. And Dave Smith is really good friends with Matt Walsh, Candace Owens.
Okay, let me ask you
Um,
though. Let me ask you though before we get further. How does Israel? This. I'm just going against. Not. I'm just playing devil's advocate. How does Israel able to find this kid in Utah and be able to brainwash him into doing this crime? Because that's the only like why would he do this for Israel? What this kid seemed like he was obsessed with Discord and was part of some. Seemed like he
well,
was
I
in his
mean,
own world. You know what I mean?
that's the $1 million question. But also, it doesn't necessarily need to be a hitman or someone to do it for said person. Like I believe he was radicalized online. I don't believe he did it for, but they definitely will have people do it for,
Right.
you know, said cause. But I don't know. That's what I don't know if he's a patsy or not.
Do you
But
believe Oswald is a patsy?
100%,
Mm.
yes. And the things that are kind of fishy about this to me though are like when this happened, then they got the old guy. He's like, "Kill me now, shoot me, just shoot me, just shoot me."
Yeah, that was a
Uh,
distraction, homie.
yeah,
Crazy.
I just don't under.
He's getting charged for obstruction of justice.
And then like it's like I don't get it. Like you can see the guy running off the roof, but he has no gun with him at all. You know what I mean? And you can't fit a gun into that backpack. You can't fit a Mosin Nagant into that backpack. So I don't know where he fit a 30-06 when he was hopping down from that roof. Like a lot of people were saying he was limping and it was in his pants. You know, I could see that.
Yeah, he would have to have
So
some type of rifle or that he could
so
disassemble and
he
assemble to
he
fit in the
very
bag.
well could be. He very well could
Right.
be a patsy. Because
Wow.
like you got to remember that MK Ultra is a very real thing. It is documented. It is declassified.
Yep.
So and like don't ever think for a second that they're still not using that technique or they even evolved with greater techniques. You know what I mean? So it's like the anything's really possible when it like so he very well could be a patsy.
What about the
Mhm.
father turning him in? Is that a good father or a bad father? And Pino's here too. We'll ask him
um
the same question.
what's up, Pino? I think that his father doing that is a tough thing to do, but ultimately um when you become an adult and your brain fully develops and you're not mentally ill, you know that's the right thing you have to do, even though it's a very hard thing to do. Go ahead, Pino.
P-Wo Vic, you're muted.
What's going on with y'all boys?
You sound tired.
What up? What up?
Hey,
Salute.
I had a few what they call it, espresso martinis with the
Okay,
wife,
okay. You
some
fancy.
espresso. So yeah,
Something
some
fancy
fancy
like.
shit, you know.
Alright then.
Have you been
Nice.
seeing stuff on social media that's negative towards Charlie Kirk?
Towards Charlie Kirk, yeah, I've been seeing a lot of negative shit.
Does
I've
it
been I've
infuriate
been
you?
Man,
not really.
I'm about to put my silvers in right now. I'm about to put my silvers in because
If
Pino's on here.
if if Methica says something about it, it would infuriate me, but not really like other people. Like, if somebody that I'm beefing with says something about it, you know.
Do you think the violence meets violence? Is that the right answer?
No, no, no.
Only in prison?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. In the chain gang, that's the
Only in the
only answer.
streets in prison, man. Only in the hood, the projects,
In
the
in
streets
the
in
chain
prison.
gang, that's the
In the
only answer. I
jail.
feel like I gotta back up from the camera. I feel like I'm too far up on the camera. But yeah,
If your son assassinates Charleston White, are you turning him in?
hell no.
Hell no.
Okay, then
I
now
already
we're
knew he
cooking.
was
All right,
gonna
there we
say
go.
hell
So
no.
what is the
All right.
difference? No, listen, we're right there because Charleston White technically hasn't
Yeah,
done anything. Well, he's called the police on people, but he hasn't done physically anything to any of these streamers or whatever. It's just all words, but it's really
Right,
harsh
right.
words. But you're just saying right now, if your son assassinated him, you're not turning him in.
he called the police on me on live. What you talking about on YouTube live? He
Yeah, I
called
guess it's a little bit personal with you and
Yeah,
him,
you
but
got
still,
Yeah,
it's
facts.
Pino got it personal with him, and yeah,
he called Broward Crime Stoppers on me.
he's known
Yeah,
for
he
that though.
fucking hates
He'll
you,
call
bro.
him on anybody though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
He was
He
dead
quick
calling the
with he'll
prisons
tell
on
he'll
people and
tell you
shit.
too. He'll quick to call them,
I know.
Yeah, he
well,
called.
I don't wish that upon Charleston White, even though that he says some harsh
Of
stuff. But
course.
No, I don't.
imagine
I
if it
don't wish.
played out, Pino. Imagine
I
it played
don't
out. You got. Go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, because
see. That's
two wrongs don't make a right, man.
see.
You
That's a
can't. You know
different.
what I
That's a
mean?
different question, though. You asked me, would I turn my son in if he killed Charleston White? Absolutely not. But to say that I wish death upon him, nah, I never wish death upon nobody. I don't.
Right.
I mean, there's certain people like chomos and
Of
I don't know if
course.
we should say the word
Right, right,
Terrorist.
right. But it goes without saying
You
certain
know what
people
I mean?
deserve certain shit, you feel me?
So yeah, certain people deserve
Plus,
certain
yeah, plus he called
things.
the law on you. I mean, that's your personal beef with
That's
him. So
crazy.
Yeah, no, he don't deserve to meet his demise for that though. That's not he don't deserve that at all. I don't think Charleston White deserves that, and neither did Charlie Kirk at all. You got to think Charlie Kirk was a father of two. More importantly, before politics, he preached Jesus. If you listen
Yeah.
to a lot of Charlie Kirk's stuff, before politics aside, all the race baiting shit aside, he put God first and he put Jesus first. They asked him what's the one thing he wanted to be remembered by when he died, and it was by how strong his faith was in Christ.
Wow.
yeah,
So that
yeah,
that that's what that
That's an important part to this whole piece.
you know what I mean. So regardless, he was a
like there's a big difference between Charlie Kirk and Charleston White, man.
Shout out to all
They're night and day different. Like
even Charleston White. He's a father himself, so I wouldn't wish that upon him to
From
father.
Charleston
but
White
that's
is
from
evil.
I understand that, but that's from your eyes though. The black community and someone that really admires him might not think that. They might actually put him in the same category. But the thing is, Charleston White said some really bad stuff that Charlie Kirk would never say. That's the
Exactly.
difference, you know.
That's the
That's what I
difference. Yeah,
mean.
yeah. Charleston White has said some very out of pocket shit.
some
I
dumb
can't even
shit
put a
too.
word on some of
The
the
worst
shit.
Yeah,
thing he
facts.
It's
said,
night
the
and
worst,
day.
you know, the worst thing he's ever said was
Oh
he said
man,
he would unalive a nursery full of white babies.
that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's
Yeah,
borderline terrorist threats. Like that's just fucking mental,
That is,
bro.
yeah, that actually is terroristic
yeah.
threats.
He said some off
Crazy.
the wall shit. On
I remember I got charged with terroristic threats when I was beating somebody up when I was young. I was only like
Yeah, they
15.
tried me with that too,
Cause,
just for
cause
talking
I was like,
shit.
cause I was like, I'm gonna kill you, and they charged me with
Yep.
terroristic threats. Yep.
Yeah, it's as simple as that, bro.
While I was beating dude up. Yeah, facts, 100%.
Mhm.
Let's get to the topic of abortion because that's something Charlie Kirk really was, strong about. We'll start with Pino on this topic, but abortion. How do you feel about it, man? Do you believe that a woman has the right to abort a baby at any time, at any term of the pregnancy?
No, not at any term.
So you don't believe in abortion at all?
No, I believe in abortion. I don't believe at any term. You
Okay,
said
so
you said at any
yeah,
term.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, any term. So what is your recommendations?
Um. Before the heart starts. Before the heart starts beating. So I would say within the first 4 weeks. If you can't do it within the first 4 weeks, or I would say the first 4 to 7 weeks. I don't know when the heart starts, but
You don't
somewhere in
think the
that time.
soul gets made before the heart? Because Charlie Kirk believed that the vessel, once the vessel's made, you shouldn't remove it. It was God. That's God's vessel.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not God. I'm not perfect, so I don't know. Um, but I just know when the heart beats, that's a living being. You know
Right.
what I mean?
But know what I was gonna say, bro? Unless there's a grape involved, I think a woman especially if there's a grape involved, she should have 100% rights no matter what, right? But I think in
Mhm.
certain situations, unless there was a grape involved, the father should have a right too, because they both parents. So it should be a mutual agreement. In my
Yeah, but
opinion,
the
it should be
father
a
doesn't have
mutual
to birth the
agreement.
baby, though. The
No,
father
I
doesn't have to give
understand
birth.
that, but it's still half of them.
It's
You
true.
feel
It
me?
is true. It starts with the
Just my
father. It
take.
starts with,
Just my take.
takes two to tango.
How
Exactly.
many? How many? There's four total trimesters, right? In a pregnancy with a woman, if not mistaken.
That is
Can
a
a woman?
question I think the chat will be able to answer.
A woman? Yeah.
There's
I
I've
definitely
mean,
a
had
number.
enough
I don't
kids.
know
I
what
should
it
know.
is, but there's definitely a number. Yeah, facts.
okay. I believe. I believe it.
Yes.
I believe if
Chat says
after
three.
Three.
Three or
Three.
four. I think
three.
it's
Okay,
three. I always
three.
heard the
Okay,
third
then
trimester. Right.
I'd say I would say like in my opinion I don't like I'm against the I don't want to say it on the channel, but the jabs. I'm against those. So,
Right.
all right. So I don't want anyone telling me what I can and can't do with my own body. So
Right.
at a point with a woman, I don't want anyone telling
I'm
me
against
that
that too.
either. But you
Facts.
know,
Yeah,
at a point,
this why I
it's
disagree with
it's it's
that.
it's it's hard. It's hard to say because after a certain point, that is a like there's babies that are born, that are preemies that still come and live and make it. So like that's just too hard for me to even.
But but look, why I disagree with that is once the baby has a heartbeat, brother, that's another person in this world. So
Yeah,
it's
you're
not
right.
just the
Because yeah,
mom, it's
because
not just
yeah,
her
you're
decision. It's there's a
exactly
baby in the world.
yeah, you're right.
Right.
Because if you do unalive a woman that's pregnant, you get charged with two bodies. So
It's
Exactly.
a touchy
you're
subject, bro.
it
It's a
is.
touchy subject
So
because it all depends what
I can't
it,
make that call. I can't. But I mean, but I don't want anybody to tell me what you know what I mean
Right.
to
Right.
do with my body. So it's like
yeah. It's a
Yeah,
touchy
man.
subject
I'm
though, because it all
pro-choice. I'm
uh,
pro-choice. At the end of the day,
yeah.
I gotta admit that.
At the end of the day, I'm pro-choice, but I'm against
yeah,
eliminating anything with a heartbeat. That's human.
yeah,
Right.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
I respect that.
because of course God gave us chicken, which is the most scrumptious meal ever. Um,
Right.
yeah.
I mean, he made a bird that can't fly for a reason.
I got a
So
chicken wing fund. I know about. Don't tell me.
Hey, chickens can
And
so
bro,
fly
we
now.
gotta
Chickens
and
can
bro, we
fly. I
gotta
seen it.
we we gotta remember at the same time, in all seriousness, right? This is a blessing. A lot of people can't even have kids. So when people,
yeah.
you're lucky enough to have a kid, and it's the best thing that ever happens to you. If you know, you know.
Yep.
If you're a
I mean,
parent, you
but
know.
like I said, it's a double-edged sword because at the end of the
Exactly.
day,
Yep.
there are women that become pregnant that are so not ready to have a kid that are
Of
living on the
course.
street, addicted to drugs
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something along those lines.
Never
And
had a chance type shit. I said the same
yeah,
thing. Double-edged sword. Definitely a
and,
double-edged sword.
and if the baby
Yep.
doesn't have a chance, then there's no point in bringing a baby into this world. So I
I
do agree
Especially
with
into that life. Right.
like the first 4 to 6 weeks or something, if you can manage to get an abortion, get an abortion. I agree with that
If
because
that's in the
some people,
best interest. Right.
if that's in the best
my
interest, some
my
people might
advice
not
would
be
be like my
financially
advice
I
would
hear
stable.
you.
be get the day after pill. In my opinion, like you
Plan
know what I
B.
mean, or like like either have that or use as much
Right.
protection as possible, man. You
Right.
know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Now, this picture right
Like
here, guys, is a young picture of Tyler Robinson, and they actually say this is the moment where his
Wow.
life changed because his mom gifted him a computer with the accessories, and this is when he went into his,
Yeah.
he's a young
And
jit, but eventually Reddit and Discord.
we gotta remember
yeah,
what his classmate said about him. Well, not his classmate, but somebody that allegedly went to school with him for 3 years straight, right? They said he was a Reddit kid or whatever, online dude or whatever. And this shows you early that this could
yeah.
possibly be that point.
I, I,
I just turned 42. I didn't have a computer till I was
God
18.
damn!
Yeah,
I'm
dog.
just playing. I'm just playing. Hey, I got a question. Real quick, for Corrupt. He just stepped in. I got a question for you, Corrupt. I hate to start it like this, but I got a question for you.
What up?
You have to go back in time and kill this kid right here in this fucking while he's watching this on this. You got to kill this
Oh,
kid. You got to kill this kid, right? What could you,
yo,
and you're gonna say Charlie Kirk?
Some
Are you
Terminator
gonna
shit.
do it? Are you gonna do it?
yo,
Can you
plug.
do it?
This is the baby Hitler question, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yes, it's the
this
baby Hitler quit. I could.
this
Oh
is no,
man,
this is the Terminator question where he's going back in time to kill the what's his name? The
Yeah,
movie
that's the
Terminator.
movie. This is real life. This is baby Hitler
I
question.
know, I
But
know, I
I'm
know,
digging.
but
I'm picking up what you laying down. You're right.
uh
yeah,
huh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh no, Corrupt. There he is. There he is.
I
Corrupt.
can't
Did you
see
hear the
nothing.
question
I
that
don't
I
know what's
asked?
going on, man.
Did you hear the
crazy.
question? Corrupt.
Technical difficulties.
Okay, let
YouTube
me ask
speaks.
Pino. Pino, you had to go. If you love Charlie Kirk,
I wouldn't say I love him.
would you
I
go
say,
back in time and kill
you know
him and
what?
kill
You
this
know
kid,
what?
guys?
You know what? I do love him.
Pause
I love
list
everybody,
literally.
bro. I love
There you
Hey,
go.
everybody.
that's love. That's
So
love. Respect.
I do love him. But would I go back and whack this kid? Hell no. You talking about whacking a kid?
Whack that kid is crazy, bro.
So I knew a
Pause.
prison guy would say no. I knew a prison guy would say no. Mass one, are you doing it?
Nah, dog, nah, hell no. Because I believe in God, and I believe, hey, when
Everything
God
happens for
takes
a
you,
reason, right?
yeah,
I
when
Yo,
God
think I
takes
plug.
think
you, it's
this
the
dude.
time to go.
That's why
Hey,
Yo,
God let this happen. There's a
if
reason
I
yo,
why God
plug.
let this happen.
if I
Go
get
ahead.
hit
Yo,
by a
plug.
bus tomorrow and die, it's that God. That's that God wanted to
Li-
take me.
listen, plug. You don't even gotta go back and kill him. You just gotta smash that fucking computer, bro. Throw that
Yeah,
shit
just
out the
break the
window.
computer. Yeah, I go back in
You
time,
feel
just
me?
break that computer.
I'd go
Yeah.
back in time and break all computers.
Hell yeah.
Dang, bro.
Then we wouldn't
I
be
This is
would.
here. Shit.
Computers done damaged this world, in my opinion. That's
so
just
you would
my
have
opinion.
you would have to kill Bill Gates?
No, I just have to like, uh, I don't know, man, turn him into a vegetable or something. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
Nah,
Man,
computers are just.
you could get a Bill Gates not as a minor. I think the prison politics won't apply now. I think y'all be good. Gosh, dude, it's crazy. You
Like,
guys got to abide to prison
hey
politics when
yo,
you go
hey
back in
Bill
time
Gates,
too.
what you working on?
What
What in
the
your
fuck?
Hey
Facts.
Bill Gates, you working on what in your garage? What's this
Scandalous shit.
Microsoft shit? What? Baseball bat. Bing 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 bing.
Yeah.
No, you ain't. You ain't working on shit.
Just his hands. Maybe just his hands.
Yeah.
Corrupt. Can you hear us now?
Yes, sir. I got
What
All
you.
right.
up? What up?
If you if
What's
you
up,
had to
brother?
go back in time and kill this kid right here, are you gonna do it to save Charlie Kirk?
No.
Damn, I thought this was a tougher question than what it was.
nah. Nah, we
Man,
knew that was
Charlie's
coming
dying
from
either way,
corrupt.
man. That's horrible,
He's
bro.
son of a preacher. Son of
That's
a
Yeah, I
horrible,
preacher,
man.
mean,
man.
yeah, I ain't going back hurting no kids, man. Nah,
Hey, hey,
that's
yo, did you see what Hassan Campbell said, yo?
Oh man, I could only imagine what that
He
fucking boy
said,
Wait a
was
he
minute, wait a
talking
said,
minute.
about.
What did
He
Hassan
be
Campbell
done with
say?
it.
he said they did it to they did it to they did it to our leaders, they did it to Malcolm X and JFK. He's like, now they did it to you white people. What you gonna do
Oh
about it? That's what he
shit.
said. That's what he said.
Damn, that's a
Yeah,
video we should have had ready. That's crazy.
yeah. I thought I did see it. Now that he said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's the issue, right? Charlie Kirk doesn't want that. Charlie Kirk has came out multiple times saying we do not fight violence with violence. You
Right.
when it's dude, I'll bring up Michelle Obama. When they go low, we go high.
You
Right,
mean
like
You
the
don't have
man
Michael?
to.
said,
You don't
two
have
You mean
wrongs
to.
don't make it
you mean
right, like
Michael?
you said.
Now,
Mike?
eventually, it's gonna get. Something's gonna happen. Oh yeah, Michael. Yeah, yeah. But eventually, something's gonna give. Though people, not. I'm not saying us, but somebody's gonna go crazy. Timu, you better watch out, man.
that's the thing, bro. Like everybody's so fanatical, man. Like it's so fanatical. Like everybody's so drawn up into politics. Like we talking about life here, bro. We talking about life. Like everybody want to
Yeah.
feel a type of way about abortion, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's life, right? Like, and I mean going back on that, bro. Like outside of my wife, I ain't got nothing to say on any woman body, bro. I don't have
Right.
any input to put in on any woman body outside of my wife. So they do what they do, bro. I can't have a baby. You know what I mean? I can't do that. I don't know nothing about it. I can't speak on it. But it's life. And we talking
Yeah.
about life here. We talking about a father, a
Mm,
husband, a brother, a son, whatever it may be.
right.
Everybody's so wrapped up in. I mean, I get it because you're trying to figure out the overall what happened, right? So I mean, there's political matters to that,
Right.
but bro, we talking about life. Everybody's so fanatically wrapped up in politics. And you know what I mean? In sports, they call them fans because they're fanatical. So basically,
Right.
Yes,
these are people who are fans of politics, one side or
Yep.
the other.
but we haven't seen no one in sports to get assassinated for something they said, or in general, it's
Yeah.
been like
Yeah.
domestic, say like Steve McNair situation and stuff, right? But
Yeah.
nothing like this could put politics. It affects your everyday life. Like the
Yeah.
what we vote locally, that's going to affect you.
Yeah.
And we have become more desensitized to violence as human
Of
beings, man.
course.
For
Yeah,
sure.
this
I
Yeah,
shit
mean,
ain't
we
high,
really are
bro.
now. We really are
It,
now since they just gave us that
exactly.
video.
Because they've been
Gosh.
doing it for years. They've been slowly indoctrinating, just like the aliens and the manipulation, and it just to slowly warm us up to the idea. You know what I mean? Like shit ain't hard. This ain't Chinese algebra. You know what I mean? Shit ain't
Hey
hard.
yo, yeah, hey
For
yo,
sure. Like,
did y'all ever see the '80s interview from Yuri Bezmenov?
That
He
sounds
was a
familiar. Where he's
he
talking
was
about Israel and the Illuminati.
no, he was a Russian spy who defected and came to America, and he laid it out how many like generations it takes to like for communism to take over your country, and like and everything is like what he said in that in his interview is like pure gospel prophecy coming to true fruition. Look up that like
Interesting.
that's one video y'all should look up is Yuri Bezmenov. Look, and that was in like '81, and he lays it out, and it's like it's happening.
you know, the Bible has 756 um prophecies in it, man. And 81% of those have became true.
Yep.
There's a study too. Charlie Kirk was talking about this, that anybody that takes the Bible and and just starts living your life with the Bible, your life changes no matter what. Like it goes up no matter what. And I was like, dang man, and I think that works for. That's why all the religions, it's almost all they're very similar. A lot of them are similar, and that's why it happens good for them too, because it's just values and morals and everything
I
we
was
should
about
have
Yeah.
been doing anyways.
I
Well,
was about to
actually,
say,
like, look, like Christians and Muslims have more in common than actually Christian and Jews, because if you go to Israel and you're wearing a crucifix, Jews will actually spit on you. There's videos of it. They hate like Jews hate people called goyim. They call us goyim, which means cattle. And there's a book that they love. It's called what's the book? It's called the Talmud, and they say that in that book there's a verse that says Jesus Christ is burning in excrement. They hate Jesus. So actually, people that are like not all. I'm not talking about all Jews, but a lot of Jews do not like Christians, man. A lot of
Well,
Jews they do not like Jesus and they do not like Christians.
let me say that Jesus is in the Quran. So Jesus
Yeah,
is he is in Islam. He's referred to as Isa, and he is referred to as a prophet in the Quran. So he's everything happened the same thing in the Quran. The Virgin Mary, everything the same way happened. Um, Small differences, but he's not the son of God in the Quran. He's a prophet.
a prophet. He's a
Yeah,
prophet in the Quran. Correct.
yeah, yeah. So
But it
Yes.
proves
definitely,
a point that Jesus was a real person. That people try
Correct.
to say, "Oh, Jesus wasn't a real." There's like, how many books is he in? Let's like, come on.
yeah. There's
Yeah.
quite a few accounts of Jesus. Not to be,
Well, I'm not
religious
trying.
or push
And I'm
towards
not
any
trying to
side,
be like
but
I'm not trying to be like I'm a big Jay hater or anything. I love everybody. I don't hate anybody. I'm just speaking out. It's not. I'm not saying it's every one of them. I'm saying that a lot of them, though, I've seen videos of them in Israel spitting on Christians and saying "F Jesus" and stuff like that. There, you can go
yeah.
on BitChute and find these videos. They don't want you to see this type of stuff.
Let's get into the conspiracies, man, because there's a lot floating around. Corrupt. Do you believe any of these conspiracies that's going around about Charlie Kirk?
I'll be honest with you, man. I never knew who Charlie Kirk was until all that happened. Like, and I don't be on social media really. Like, I never had a social media till I started this.
I know if
So
you okay, so I know if you've seen that short where he's talking Jordan, LeBron. That was in all our sports algorithm when
nah,
he
bro.
broke it down how Jordan's better than LeBron.
He
I think
right
you
Nah,
though.
agree to that too. Don't you
He,
agree to that? Jordan's
I,
better than LeBron.
Jordan for
I
sure better
agree.
than LeBron.
I agree to
Uh,
that fully.
but
I do
100%.
I
too.
don't know. I never saw anything from dude, bro. I mean, but I don't watch much stuff though either, man. Like I don't click on much stuff, and anything political I don't watch. You know what I mean? Like I have no
Well,
intent to seek that out.
what about since it happened? Have you been invested in the what? Like, has it got your attention?
Nah,
Okay. Well,
nah.
dude, I mean,
The,
listen, you're like Ronnie. He didn't know anything about what happened.
the only thing that's got my attention, and mainly because my sister's like a way far left, you know, and like she one of them, right? And
She
that got my attention with
okay.
how these people is acting. That got my attention. But
What do you mean far left? Like how far left?
like like
To the
way over there,
core?
bro. Like yeah,
To the point where
she
she
in
was
the end
happy and
zone.
she put a post out and stuff saying,
I
"Yo,
don't know. I don't.
oh, okay."
Well, I don't have no like. All I got is YouTube, bro. I don't know who posts what. But I know whenever Trump first won the election, she called everybody in her whole phone and said, "If you voted for him, I'm disowning you." You know what I mean? The first time she did that, like her and my dad had this huge fallout. Like she was talking about, I never was gonna have kids, but I decided if I do have a kid, I'm gonna do that thing that we were just talking about. I'm gonna do that thing to him. I'm gonna put them in formaldehyde and send them to your front door. UPS, Dad. Like she in the end zone over there on the left end, bro. Like, yeah,
Tight shit.
I don't know why
Okay.
my avatar don't work, man. I just tried to make it work. I don't know. But I do got a dip plugger. Thanks for having me. But I'm gonna say one thing in closing. Just remember, divide and conquer. They want us fighting with each other, but they don't want us looking at them. So when we arguing and fighting back and forth with each other, you know what I mean? That's what they want. They want us. They want black versus white. They want right versus left. They want division. It's divide and conquer, and just keep your heads on a swivel and just be level headed. Don't all these people that are far out to the far right and far left. They brainwashed, man. And just keep a level head and salute. Much love to all y'all. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Thanks, Mass One, coming up, man. Very insightful. That was very insightful by him tonight. That
Tell
was
me this,
great.
bro. Tell
Yeah,
me
go ahead.
this. Is anybody talking about that list anymore?
I seen that conspiracy too. Like this event happened so the Epstein list would not get talked about. Actually, people have brought it back up already. They're already still back on it because there's another
Good.
part, a book that got released, and it was saying Mar-a-Lago was like the home base. That's what really when that came out is when all this happened. So again, it goes in with that conspiracy. Just a conspiracy, though. I mean, again, we're here to entertain it.
Yeah, I mean, anytime something happens, to where everybody's talking about one thing, bro. Like when the whole Diddy thing popped up, you know what I mean? Pause. But when that happened, I was wondering, like, what are they moving around? What are they doing right now? Why they got everybody's attention on this? I always think that, man. Like every time something happens.
Nepal overthrew the government. If you guys didn't know that was happening, Nepal overthrew the government. So the government tried to instill a social media ban on Nepal, and along with a bunch of other things. And the people of Nepal weren't having it, and they burned the parliament down, and chased prime ministers into the water, stoned them. They took over.
How many welders are over there in Nepal? That's crazy question. Um, that is crazy, Pino. Holy crap. That could, it's. How about the actual video? Y'all seen the video, right?
I've seen videos of Nepal fucking burning to the ground, along with fucking hundreds of cars burning
I'm
to the
talking
ground.
about the Charlie Kirk video. Have you seen the
Yes,
actual video?
yes,
No,
I've seen
I
it.
ain't seen it.
Does that look?
Yes,
Is there any chance that video could be
no,
any hint of AI? No.
no, 100%. That the 100% the shooter was aiming for the head. 100% he missed the head and
Bullet
hit the
drop.
neck. It was a bullet drop, and what happened when the bullet
He got
dropped
lucky.
the shooter got lucky. Charlie didn't get lucky because
No,
he
that's what
would
I'm saying. The shooter got lucky. Thomas Crooks
Charlie.
his shot would have hit the head. Thomas
All
Crooks
right.
would have hit the head.
So first, let's look at it. It's a bolt
Trump
action.
moved.
it's a bolt action rifle, right? So it's gonna maintain velocity when it's coming at his head, right? He had a better chance of that bullet hitting him in the head and surviving than where it hit him in the neck.
I've heard that. Yep,
Where
I've heard that.
where that bullet hit him in the neck, it hit him in his artery in his neck, and that jugular right there. Um, it only takes a minute to bleed out, literally less than a minute. So unless you have an ambulance on scene with their patch ready to put over your neck and stop the blood flow right then and there when it happens, you're gonna die in a minute. You have 60 seconds before you fall out from blood loss. He fell out from blood loss within 30, and within 60 seconds to 120, any nurse will tell you that vein right there, you're done. Any artery like that, bro, you're done. That
Well, what
blood
about
pours out of you.
what about Little Reese?
Who is Little Reese? The
Li-
rapper?
Little Reese got hit with an AK-40. I don't know what the round was, but right in the
Did-
but I tell you, his shot was right in the front of the neck. So I
Okay,
think it
so
missed that
That
so
ain't
vein,
you
that
have
ain't
one
hitting the
artery.
artery.
that
You have
artery.
one
Yeah.
main artery in your neck, your jugular, which
Your
is right
carotid.
here.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
jugular, and it hit Charlie right in that artery. Um, Even if you slightly pierce that artery, slightly, it will still pour blood out. It
Well,
is a main flow of blood source to your brain.
it's like in UFC, bro, when they get the guillotine on you, man. That's how you go out.
Yeah.
That's how it's lights out. You cut that artery
Each
off and
each side
you're
is
out.
the carotid artery, right? Lisa, shout out to Lisa. Each side is the carotid artery. You have like right here. And where it happened to hit him, it would look like it was going for a headshot. The bullet dropped, hit him right here in the artery. That's all it took. Within a minute, he was dead on arrival. When the ambulance came, Charlie was DOA.
Okay, so he didn't go to ambulance, so they picked him up and they put him straight into the vehicle and they took him to
I
the
saw that.
hospital. Now they
He
stopped. Now, from what I heard, they stopped the bleeding. He still had a pulse at the hospital, but so much
I
blood had been gone
I
that.
don't believe that at all. From
Man,
Well, that's what
from
they reported. I'm just going by
okay.
reports here.
I
that's
can tell you from that footage that I've seen, I saw the unedited footage of him getting shot in the neck and the shit pouring out of him. I can tell you from that blood flow that was pouring out of him, the video you seen, as well as many other people on here, seen the unedited video of the blood shooting out of him. That amount of blood takes 60 seconds before you drop dead, bro. You are at, bro, you're gonna be done for,
I
bro.
get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but
even
remember,
with a even
go
with a
ahead.
tourniquet, it's like 3 minutes,
Look,
bro.
even your
Like
chat
Well,
says, even Jessica says, there's no way he made it to the hospital, bro. He
I
was
think
dead on arrival,
I'm just
100%.
saying. Okay, guys, I'm not making this up. This is they said
No,
that he
I
had died in
believe,
the hospital. They said that he
I,
I
died.
I
You
don't
know,
believe that.
well,
I
this what
think
happened.
that's
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think that's kind of like nobody passes away in the penitentiary, right? Like they wait to pronounce them till they get to the hospital.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
I
So,
hear you, I hear
if
you,
he
so,
but
passed
they
if he
rushed
passed
on him and
away
they
on the
held it down.
campus,
That's all I'm saying. They his security
all
got
right.
to him,
So
held it down, and got him in that car in under 60 seconds.
everybody knows my homeboy who I talk about all the time, Ant, who died 6 months after I got out of prison. I got him tattooed on my left arm. I talk about him all the time. Ant was stabbed during a fist fight, one-on-one fist fight. Buddy couldn't handle the hand, so he pulled a knife out and he hit Ant in the neck. Ant died leaving the dorm. Do you understand the blood loss that happened right then and there? He fell out from the bathroom to the officer station. Right in front of the officer station is where the door pops. When the door pops is where you go out to go back to your dorm. He wasn't in his dorm. He was in somebody else's dorm catching a fade. They stabbed him. He only made it to the officer station before he hit the floor. By the time the nurse came and called the life flight, he was DOA, and he got
it's
hit in
like
the neck with
it's
a
like
knife.
old girl in Charlotte, man. It's
Yeah.
like on the metro. Like
Yeah,
she
she
said,
died same exact way. She died.
yeah,
She got hit. She got hit in a artery, and she's out of there, bro. She folded up. You seen it. She was in shock. She grabbed herself. Within a couple minutes, she hit the floor. Blood loss is done.
yeah,
Your body can't pump enough blood to keep up
no,
with that blood loss. Your heart, it can't pump enough blood to keep up with the loss of blood.
yeah, yeah. It happens quick, man. When one of them main arteries get hit,
Bro, that
it's
shit
quick.
happens quicker than people get shot. People get 3-4 bullet shots, bro, and they'll survive going to the hospital. You get hit in the artery, bro, you're 9 out of 10 times you're done, bro, because you have to stop that shit right then and there. Everything
All right.
shuts down.
Another conspiracy too is that he got shot because he had a bulletproof vest on. They're saying the vest ricocheted up and hit him in the neck. How much do we believe of this? Because this is what
I
Reddit's running with right now.
You can see the bullet, bro. You can see
I
the bullet
wouldn't.
fly by. If you
I haven't
rewatch the
seen it.
video, bro. Rewatch the video of him getting shot. You can see the bullet go. You
I
can
haven't.
hear the echo, which means it's a bolt action rifle. You can hear the echo. It goes like that, and it's in an open space. You can hear the. I watched like 5 different snipers talk about this, bro. You can hear the echo, bro.
And they
bro,
all said that he was aiming for the head, right? Because I've seen that too.
100%, he was aiming for
That's
the
what I
head.
guessed. As soon as I heard he
100%.
got hit in the neck and dude was on the building, I was like, oh well, that was a bullet drop.
Well, 9 times out of 10, when somebody get hit in the neck, the person was aiming for the head.
Yeah.
Let's just be real.
I
9
would
times
say,
out of 10.
without even seeing the video, bro, I would say that bouncing off the vest stuff is wild. That's wild talk,
That's
man.
wild talk. But
And I ain't seen it.
with everything, there's gonna be a conspiracy. Trump got shot by some maniac in his ear. There was like 19,000 conspiracies about it. With everything, there's gonna be a conspiracy. Otherwise, it would be a dead topic. It really
Well, we
wouldn't be
still
that
don't know
tough.
nothing about that guy. That's the issue that people have is it's not really the conspiracy. It's we don't know nothing about Thomas
You're
Crooks.
you're not gonna know nothing about him until the FBI releases it. The FBI got that boy. That shit's a wrap. You ain't finna know. The police
Well,
department ain't gonna know
it's
nothing.
closed case. It's
Nobody.
closed. That's a closed case, brother. The
What do you
dude's
mean
dead.
closed case?
Thomas
Oh, they
Crooks is
killed him?
dead. That case is. How long is it open until after they're dead?
Oh, it's federal or
I don't
state?
even know what he. I don't know what he would have been charged as state. They don't. He was dead. They didn't even get to that far, bro. Now,
But
now this guy, he's gonna get probably both, like Luigi Mangione. He's gonna get state and federal, and then they got firing squad there. He's getting the death penalty. This isn't gonna be like Koberger either. He's not gonna take a plea deal. They're not gonna offer no plea deal.
I'll be interested to see if homeboy makes it
all right.
down the road like that. You know what I mean?
So
Like
I can tell you, number one, he's gonna be keep separate the rest of his life. The rest of his life, the rest of his remaining life, and I say that because they're going to give him the death penalty. Trump called for the death penalty. When the acting president calls for the death penalty, you better believe whether that prosecutor is liberal or Republican, they have a career to protect and they're going to go after him with the death penalty. 110%. It does not matter what their belief is in, whether they're Republican, uh, uh, Democrat, liberal, conservative. It doesn't, right, left. It does not matter. When the president of the United States calls for this person to get the death penalty, that prosecutor has a career to protect and they are going to pursue the death penalty 110%. He will get the death penalty and he will be KSP for the rest of his life, which is keep separate. He will be in a cell by himself. He will be placed on death row, just like Wade Wilson, by himself in a cell until they decide to either put a bullet in his head or a needle in his arm. He deserves nonetheless, bro. I mean, bro, I'm not one to judge, bro, but I'm not passing the
So,
judgment. But
so wait a minute, hold on, because this goes past your prison politics now. Okay, I was waiting.
what's that?
I've been waiting for this. Okay, so he killed another man, bro.
Yeah, so I mean, if the president calls for the death penalty, he's getting a death penalty.
No,
I
I'm talking
personally,
about you. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not a judge personally, so I can't tell him that he's going to get the death penalty. I wouldn't say he's deserving of the death penalty. Um, the people that I believe are deserving of the death penalty, like I said earlier, are chomos, ultimately chomos and terrorists. Those two people are, in my eyes, there is no turning back. There is no, you killed another man. It's you hurt a child or you killed a bunch of innocent people. Those
I think we need
people,
to add one in there. If you kill an innocent man in front of his children, I think you should get the death penalty.
um, I that's not for me to
That's what
judge.
happened. That's what happened this time.
That's not for me to judge. None of that's for me to judge. That's for God and the judge and all them people to judge. I'm not a judge. I'm just an ex-convict. But what I'm saying is the only people that I feel in my heart deserve to die because I don't hate anybody.
That dude
Um,
from Minnesota that killed those politicians should get a death penalty too. Vance, whatever the
I
fuck his name
I
is.
don't know about all that. Listen, my opinion is
S-
I don't hate anybody, right? And if I hate you,
Luther.
if I hate you, then I feel like you deserve to die, right? And the only people I hate in this world are chomos and terrorists. So literally those are the only two people that I really hate in this world. People who take a bunch of innocent people's life for whatever their crazy belief is, and people who take advantage of children and take their life. Yes, those people should die. But other than that, I leave the rest to the courts. You feel me?
RP to her husband too, Mark. Shout out to Timu. We talked about that earlier. Um
I
that
keep hearing you say Timu. Who's Timu?
Oh, he's in the chat. He's more left. He's
Timu
His,
you
the
know, and
vet.
his name Timu.
yeah, his name's
T
Timu. He's from
Timo.
Los Angeles County.
He got the
Timo the
hookup.
vet.
He got the hookup at Timu.
It'd be a quarter of what you think.
I
You
remember
think he
them
get
days. We had
50%
a
off?
neighbor that had to hook up for every pay-per-view, man. That was the shit. But okay, so let me ask you this, Pino. This dude does this crime in Florida, gets locked up in prison. Is there any gang that would be after him? I think Jumpsuit just made a video about it, and then
Nah,
Burner 420 did too. But go ahead.
nah, nah. No, absolutely not. Any
Not even
creator.
Unforgiven. Not even Unforgiven.
You can pull my picture up for this, but any creator that sits there and says that there's a gang after this dude for killing Charlie Kirk is simply doing it for clicks and views. And this is no pun intended because I fuck with a bunch of other creators. We cool, they know we cool, we locked in, we got each other phone numbers. But Pino gonna speak facts, and there's no gang in Florida State Prison that's gonna want to hurt this kid for hurting
What about
Charlie Kirk.
Utah though? So they're saying the Aryan, what they got, the Aryan Knights or the Aryan Brotherhood up there?
Bro, gangs don't really get into politics like that, bro. That shit is out, bro. I never seen that shit in
Doesn't
prison. I never
mix. Doesn't
It
mix.
doesn't mix, bro. We don't give a fuck about who the next president is. We don't give a fuck about who the fuck is running for fucking senator. We don't give a fuck about that shit.
Got their own politics.
90% of people in prison ain't never been to college. Charlie preached at colleges, bro. He went to colleges and gave his message out to the younger generation. So you think a motherfucker in prison with 40 years give a fuck what Charlie had to say? Hell, Aryan, Crip, Blood, man, Zoe, don't nobody give a fuck what Charlie had to say. They don't give a fuck about Charlie's killer either. So anybody getting on social media and saying that a gang is out to get Charlie's killer, you cap, bro. You capping, bro. Now, will he get taken advantage of? Maybe. I mean, he's a lily dilly white boy, bro. I mean, it happens. If he ain't standing on his 10, they gonna take what they want. That's any prison you go to. But
Interesting.
he ain't got no hit on him or nothing like that. No gangs are sitting back in prison right now like, oh, I can't wait. Nobody in Utah prison. I'll bring Malik on if you want. You know, I'm locked in with somebody who did a bunch of time in Utah prison.
It's
And
gonna be a solo dude. This is what I thought. I was like, the person that would get him would be somebody with ideologies that was for like that love Charlie Kirk, and it would be like it'd be,
And
you
motherfuckers
know
in
what I mean?
prison don't even, bro. Listen, bro. Politics is like the last topic talked about in prison, bro. Motherfuckers talking about what's on the lunch tray before they talking about politics, bro. Ain't nobody talking about no goddamn politics in prison. You might argue in front of the TV when the presidential debate on, but other than that, motherfuckers don't give a fuck about no politics in prison, man. They care about when the next time they gonna call canteen. Motherfuckers
So
don't
you
care about no
watched,
politics.
Trump and Hillary debate in prison?
I did, and I had somebody mad as fuck in the day room too. I had somebody madder than a bitch, and I ain't even give a fuck about either side, but I picked the side that, because I ain't like him, bro. So I picked the side that he didn't like, bro. He
And
was going for he was going for
okay.
Hillary. He was going for Hillary. So I picked the opposition, bro. And I was just making him mad. Hey,
And you
yeah, they
just
had
proved
it.
my point with this kid, Tyler Robinson, that he went the opposition of what his family did because his family's all Trump. It's kind of like
Yeah.
just like with sports, you're instead of being a Dolphins fan, you're a New England Patriots fan. You went the opposite of your family.
I went the
Yeah.
opposite of my mom's side. My dad's side is all New England.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
okay,
my
well,
family was all Alabama fans. This War Eagle
But
over here.
but for baseball, I'm a Florida Marlins fan all the way through and through.
Miami Marlins now.
Florida Marlins. You see it on the hat, the big F, man. Florida Marlins, man. Through and through.
So Mass One came up. He has some good points about Candace Owen. That was interesting. Do you see some more violence happening before the year is over with? Because it's not even hip hop rappers no more.
Man,
Now we're getting
yeah,
to
bro. Yeah, bro, because we're in a crazy world, bro. We're in a crazy world. There was a school shooting in Colorado too, bro. So you got to think of all the shit going on right now. Nepal, the shit in Colorado, Charlie Kirk. Man, the world crazy, bro. It ain't the same. It ain't the same generation we grew up in. Not only that, like, these jits out here, like it wasn't normal to see like a jit catching a body when we growing up. These jits out here catching bodies in every city at the age of 16. Like just this month alone, 2 kids, 116, two separate occasions, 116, 115, both caught bodies. One killed his older brother, the other one killed the classmate. Like, this a different generation, bro. This ain't the same
Hey,
generation.
let me
This
ask you this.
ain't.
So like this stuff right here, man, and all this crazy stuff, bro. Is these people coming fanatical like this out of emotion or out of production of some sort? Like because it seemed like to me people just can't hold their emotion. They leading with emotion and going out here and doing the most. Um I mean, a lot of times, like this whole political thing, man, like that could be a whole different thing. But still,
but
yet there's a lot
emotions
of people that
change.
are emotional in that too.
I
But
mean,
corrupt.
bro.
He knew that this dude was coming for 3 months. So we know how our emotions change. Like I don't know, some days is better than other days. There's got to been like one. You know what I'm saying? So
But
this is some premeditated shit that's embedded into him.
I mean,
but
when you
look at how these folks is acting, bro. They like there's so many left leaning people that they're celebrating this act, man. So like if this dude is one of them, what's 3 months? That's just more time to build up your plan, your courage, and your emotions.
I
Yeah,
mean, I mean,
yeah.
bro, all in all, bro, when you go to meet your maker, bro, the left shit don't matter, the right shit don't matter, the Republican shit don't matter, the Democrat shit don't matter. You think whoever you believe in, whether it be Jesus, Allah, whether you believe you turn into a star or you get reincarnated, I don't know what the fuck anybody believe in, but whatever you believe in, bro, you think that your higher power give a fuck who the president is, who the fuck who's on the left, who the fuck is on the right? They don't, man. Your higher power don't give a fuck about that. Your higher power give a fuck about whether or not you acknowledge that motherfucker. Did you acknowledge your higher power? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it don't matter whatever. If you get reincarnated or you become a fucking zebra in your next life, bro, whatever. The fucking animal kingdom don't give a fuck about politics, and neither does Jesus, neither does Allah, neither does any of anything. The solar system, if
100%.
you think you're going to become a star, fucking Mars don't care about fucking Trump or Hillary or any of them, bro. So it's at the end of the day, this a life that was taken, bro. For words, for freedom of speech, for freedom of speech. Let's be real about it. Charlie practiced his freedom of speech. He just did it smarter than everybody else. He capitalized on social media. He did his thing. He made his way with the younger audience, with the colleges, with the crowds, had a big following base from many colleges, spoke at a bunch of different universities, founded his organization when he was 21 years old, built 3 more organizations on top of that, all the way to the age of 31. So it's like, bro, at the end of the day, he got assassinated for his freedom of speech, bro, for speaking how he feels, bro. If we're in the United States of America, well, it sure as fuck don't feel like it if you whacking people for how they talk or how they feel. It's the same thing with Charleston White. Why nobody ain't whack Charleston White for talking how he talked? Why y'all whack Charlie but not Charleston? Come on, man.
Because I think a lot of people start to figure out it's a character. Like I think even Charlie Kirk was playing a character.
Even if
I
he
think,
was,
you
bro,
know,
even if he was, don't nobody deserve to die for playing a character. Charleston White don't
no,
deserve
definitely
to
not.
die for what he's doing on the internet. He don't deserve to die. Do Charleston White deserve to get slapped the shit out of? Yes. Do he deserve to get his eyeball knocked out his socket? Yes. But does he deserve
That's abuse to elderly.
does he deserve to die? No. Not, bro. Nobody don't deserve to die for what they speaking on, bro. This is it. We supposed to be in America, bro. This supposed to be freedom of speech. That's supposed to be your constitutional right. They whacking people for saying shit people don't like now. That's
Yeah,
for
man,
real,
it's
bro. You
wild,
get on
man.
this internet and say something somebody don't like, they gonna whack you, bro.
Are you
You
scared
gotta
for that
watch
reason?
it. Scared of who? Man, listen, hey, listen, I don't even go looking for them, but if I bump into them, bump up on 'em.
You know what? You know what?
I don't even know his name. I just know they wet his brain. Hey.
You know what's wild to me, man, is Charlie Kirk is all Republican, right wing, and all that. But he's doing it, like you said, he's doing all these things at the colleges, and that's how he's been building up on the colleges. And my sister, the one that I told you was far left, like she used to be just normal, straight down the middle, regular, you know what I mean, thinking logical person until she went to college. I mean, she went and she ended up becoming a professor at another university later on. But she went to college. She went to like two or three different colleges. After she graduated, she went to another one. But she once she came out of them colleges, man, she was so different, so far left. Like that's when all of that began. So for him to be able to get these crowds and all that at these colleges, man, I'm kind of surprised, really.
I just think that people hating on Charlie, right? You know what I mean, Krupp? Like all the hate that's going Charlie's way and all the things that people are saying about Charlie and the things that they're saying after his death is wrong. Because at the end of the day, I've watched Charlie. I'm not saying that I'm a fan of Charlie, you know what I mean? Because I'm really not. I don't avidly watch him, but I did a lot of research today and I went back on a lot of his videos and I went back on a lot of his debates. And before politics, yes, politics was the main thing he talked about. He talked about abortions. He talked about the right versus the left. He talked about, crime statistics, gangs, the statistics in the Black community. He talked about a lot of different things that were touchy subjects. But what did he talk about more than politics? God. I promise you, if you go back and watch his debates, and more than politics, Charlie talked about God. More than politics, Charlie talked about Jesus. More than politics, he talked about his maker. So that's what he should be remembered from.
Well, like
Good
you said,
shit.
most people know I was a preacher kid, right? So my
Yep.
sister was a preacher kid too. But whenever we were young, man, there was three of us kids. She's the middle child. I'm the youngest. We got one more older sister. My oldest sister and myself, we were not about the church. We were not about any of that, right? But she was the one that was the good child, that was all into the church, all into the scripture, all into everything. When she went to the colleges and all that, bro, she became she flipped a whole different way. She became what they call it, an atheist. Yeah, she became an atheist altogether. So and I think that's a big part of this too, man, because a lot of these people that are happy about this happening to dude, or they're left, but these people that are left, man, it seems like they are ungodly people. A lot of them are ungodly people, man. Like a lot of that whole set seem like, and I don't know much about politics, bro. I try to stay out of it, but that's just what I've been gathering from it all. And man, I don't care if this was somebody on the other side. Like it still don't call for what happened to happen. Now I would say the same thing, no matter what side it is. You know, as long as they decent people and they aren't like what Plug was talking about earlier. I'm not, you know what I mean, I'm not going after their head, bro. Like now, if you go and you make actions, you do actions and you do something up on a child or the innocent, like, you know, me just like homie was saying, you know, then sometimes those actions, they need to
Yeah.
have they need to have a reaction. But whenever you just talking, man, words, like it's hard to put that much of a reaction, the weight of that into a reaction on some words, man.
I mean, if we was in the chain gang or if we was in like a prison or a jail environment, I would understand if you put a lot of action behind words because at the end of the day, you know that if somebody talks shit to you or basically bullies you or talks crazy to you in front of everybody, that and you let it slide, that basically gives an open invitation to everybody to talk to you like that. You know what I mean? Because you ain't
Yeah,
say nothing to Buddy when he did it. But out in the free world, as a civilian, as a citizen, bro, who gives a fuck what the next person got to say? It don't affect your paycheck. It don't affect whatever business you running. It
right.
don't affect what meal you're eating in the day, at night. It don't affect, bro. It don't affect none of that shit. So who gives a fuck what they got to say, bro?
Bro, and
Really?
smacking somebody, throwing hands, doing something like that, that's a whole different degree than picking up a 30 out, bro. And
Yeah.
you know, it's a whole different degree, man. And like, so what did dude really ever do to you? He ain't president, he ain't senator, he's not in the house. He ain't, what did he really ever do to you?
It just be fanatics, bro. It be like, all right, so I did this earlier with my homeboy, and I don't know if I still have it pulled up, but we went over, we're in the truck and we were talking about all the great people who were assassinated, and you
Mhm.
have to think about it over time. All the great people who were assassinated, not just great people, just influential people in general. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Malcolm X. Let's talk about Abraham Lincoln. Let's go way back. Let's talk about Jesus Christ himself, who
My
was
question,
executed. Let's talk about Selena. Let's talk about, bro, there's so many people over time that had a big power of influence that were assassinated, bro, that
yeah,
were killed, bro. You not, bro, when me or you die, bro, when I die, when Krupp dies, when Plug dies, they just gonna say, bro, Krupp died, Plug
yeah,
died, Pino
yeah,
died. When
yeah,
a great person dies, bro, it's talked about. This man was
yeah.
assassinated.
How
Nine
my
times out of 10, influential and great people are the only people that are assassinated. Martin Luther King. The list goes on, bro, of great
my
people,
question
influential people.
my question is, out of all them other people you named, bro, how many of them were celebrated that it happened?
Um, I mean, people celebrated when Hulk Hogan died. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, but he wasn't. I mean, there's conspiracy theories saying that he was offed, but going by
I-
the, I mean, he wasn't off to where you know he was off right there in front of everybody, his children and wife included. You know, I mean,
yeah,
I'm sure when
I'm,
when Malcolm
I'm,
X
I'm pretty
and
sure there were people that celebrated when Malcolm X was
Martin
assassinated,
Luther, yeah,
and
I'm
Martin Luther.
sure.
I'm pretty sure there were people
But
that celebrated.
how many did when JFK was?
There were people that celebrated. There were people that hated JFK.
I know there was people that hated him, but I mean, it's a different time too, right? So they don't have the internet to just get on and freely celebrate this wild stuff back then. But I wonder, man, like we won't ever know to what
Yeah.
extent. But
Hey,
like this
I
is
ain't
the
gonna lie.
first time
I ain't gonna
really
lie. Look,
seen.
look. Lil Smokey got a point. He said, "Y'all don't think people were celebrating Martin Luther King Day? Shit."
Yeah. But that was something different. Like, okay,
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
wants to
yeah, yeah.
point to the white on white crime, the red on red crime, the white on white stuff, right? That was different. That was white on black. So you know what I mean, and so that was a little bit different, man. Like,
I mean, Abraham Lincoln. Let's talk about. There's
I,
tons of people that were
yep.
assassinated over time, bro.
I'm sure the South. I'm sure the Confederate soldiers was happy.
Was
You know, they probably
wasn't wasn't
celebrated over Lincoln.
wasn't Julius Caesar assassinated?
Yeah, he was. He had it. Brutus, and all everybody put knives in his back. Man, he was.
Gandhi was assassinated.
Mm.
Who hitting the
They
Benjamin? Who?
they put a. They attempted it on Bob Marley. Remember that?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, when we die, we just die. Somebody killed me, bro. They say somebody killed Pino. Somebody killed Krupp. Somebody just killed Krupp. They killed Charlie Kirk. It was an assassination. That's what makes the difference between a person who has
So
so
you got
much.
to go political to
Yeah.
make a name of yourself.
No, you don't. You just have to have influence. Gandhi wasn't political. Gandhi had an influence. He was assassinated.
Well, they don't say the assassination of Tupac Shakur.
Tupac was assassinated 100%.
Then they don't say that, bro. They
No,
say
that
gang violence.
yeah.
This is
Sorry, they
this is
don't.
You're right.
public assassinations though. Like
Yeah. We're
where
talking
you know
about
what I mean. Like,
public assassinations. Tupac wasn't a public assassination. It was on the side of the road in Vegas.
he was in
Um,
public, but it wasn't like the whole public got to see it
yeah.
type thing.
Yeah. We're
That's
talking
what
about
makes an
like
assassination. Because then Martin Luther King wouldn't be assassinated. He was on the balcony.
No,
he
public,
was on a
public.
balcony in public in front of everybody. There were hundreds
There,
of people outside,
Oh
bro.
there
yeah,
was,
he
there
was giving a
was.
speech. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so Martin Luther King was assassinated. So was Abraham Lincoln was inside of a theater
Yeah,
watching a show when everybody heard the gunshot go off, and he was assassinated in front of everybody in a fucking theater.
see,
So
they
yeah,
knew these people were there. Like
But there's a bunch of people on
Pac's
the strip
car,
that seen
like
Tupac die.
that could just be somebody in a car getting hit though. They didn't know that was Tupac till after the fact.
yeah. R.I.P. Tupac.
The only people that did was that car full of girls.
Tupac's still alive. He's in Cuba.
No, I used to cover that back in the day. He's definitely gone. No, this is actually a picture. This picture is Tupac and Suge, but it's Trump and Charlie.
Why Trump look like his name's Don Vito in this?
Is this an actual picture? Is this a real picture?
No,
Nah.
this is a remake of the Tupac and Suge picture.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they ride, they slide. Yeah, Trump looked like he know who got the cocaine in this picture.
Yeah, he do. He look like he'd be missing a finger too.
He looked
I
like
don't know why.
He looked like you get in the car and be like, you know where I get a gram? He like, I know a person. He spin 3
It's
corners.
half laxatives.
I know a person. Welcome to Miami.
Big Trump dog.
So the distance too was over 200 yards, and Thomas Crook was around 160 yards. So Thomas Crook was 40 yards closer with Secret Service around, and still I mean he didn't miss. He had 2 people in the dying. RIP to them. But yeah, man.
How far was it? 200 yards?
Yeah, hold on. I had
It's
hold
like
on. I have a
180
chart.
or something on it. But you know, remember Trump, man. People were there were people, the people that would have been celebrating on Trump were the ones that were all like depressed that it was only the ear.
Okay, so Crooks was 164 and
All right. So
200.
all right. So all right, this is according to Chat GPT and internet sources, is what you know as well as I know that Chat GPT uses internet sources, and it says hitting a 200-yard target with a bolt action sniper rifle is considered relatively easy under most conditions, especially with basic training and proper equipment. Here's a breakdown of the factors. Short range for a sniper rifle. Sniper rifles are typically designed to be accurate at 800 to 1500 yards or more. So 200 yards is well within the comfort zone. High precision optics. Most sniper rifles come equipped with high quality scopes, which make target acquisition and accuracy much, much easier. Bolt action rifles are accurate. The manual operation reduces mechanical disturbance during the firing. The low bullet drop at 200 yards, bullet drop and wind drift are minimal at this distance, especially with a high velocity round like a 308 or 6.5 Creedmoor.
But you know, you got to be used to shooting though, man. When you on the high ground like that,
bro,
you still gotta know.
I said this to my dog today, bro. I said all you need is a newer bolt action rifle with a newer scope. And bro, a 13-year-old could hit a target from 200 yards away. When I tell you all you need is a newer scope on a bolt action rifle, you can literally see your target like it's right in front of you from 200 yards. From 200 yards, you can see your target like they're right in front of you. So I
Crazy.
100% believe that he was a rookie. He was aiming for the dome piece. He missed the dome piece. He had bullet drop, even though he wasn't supposed to have bullet drop because it's only 200 yards and there's not supposed to be bullet drop, especially from 200 yards. He's only shooting from 200 yards, bro. Like I said, 800 to 1500 yards is the normal accuracy. And with a bolt action, there's no kickback, like crazy mechanical firing. There's none of it's bolt action, bro. You're gonna have a still nice, accurate shot.
You talking about a straight shot? Like when you up that, like how high was that building compared to where he was firing off at, where Charlie was at?
It was probably, I would say the building was probably no more than 15 feet high. I would say 15 to 20
than
feet.
I thought it was.
It's maybe 20 feet. It looks like a 2-story. So at the most, maybe 20, 25 feet.
Yeah.
It wasn't very high at all. And again, like if he has a newer gun with a newer scope, you know, like I know, Krupp, you've looked down new scopes before, bro.
Oh, I got an update. They changed so it's 142 now, y'all. This is a brand new up,
which is even easier of a shot.
Yeah, because I heard less than 200 originally, bro.
Yeah,
like I heard 200 and then it went down. Bro, you know, I was in the smoke shop, bro, grabbing some things, and this lady came in, stuck her head in there and hollered, "Hey, do you know Charlie Kirk?" And it said what happened, like old boy but that working there, he was like, "Oh wow." I was like, "Who Charlie Kirk, bro?" But you know, I quickly found out. But I got home and you were talking about how everybody, all the kids, they made sure all the kids saw it, right? Well, I got home, man. I was doing some things here, and my 15-year-old comes walking out. She's like, "Hey, do you know who Charlie Kirk is?" I was like, "I didn't." And she was like, "Well, I just saw it. I just saw it happen." And she telling me all about it, man. And it's like, so I started talking to her about it, asking her some questions and things. And she ended up telling me like, "No, when I saw it, it didn't freak me out. It didn't nothing. Like, yeah, it's sad, but it didn't make me feel weird, or it didn't make me, you know." And I was like, "Damn, man, they really are desensitized to all of this, man."
So true, man. So sad, man. Oh, they should never have to see this. Now, you know, people always say like, "Oh, you haven't been through what I've been through." Well, social media is putting all these kids through some shit now. This is because to them, social media is already real life. So now they're seeing somebody get killed in real life on real time. I mean, it happened all in real time. It's hard, bro. This is not good, man. It's not good.
Man, shoot, like they're desensitized to seeing it on a screen. Let that happen to them let it happen in front of them in real life. It's a whole different thing.
Yeah, Smokey, it's funny you say that. Well, it's not funny, but when I first read it too, a message about this, I was thinking Christian Kirk too, but I don't have him on fantasy. I don't know. Oh man, I don't know, man, but I'm getting tired, y'all. In conclusion,
Hey, in conclusion, Burner 420 is a bitch. He's a liar. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. Man, Burner 420, stay in your fucking lane.
Burner 420 had listen to play devil's advocate. This dude is getting locked up in Utah. Burner 420's from Utah. He was a Serrano. He was official.
Man,
He was
Burner
one of them
420,
guys.
Burner 420 was a bitch in the joint. Malik already done told everybody that, bro. I already done had his
Yeah,
bunkie
that's
on my
true. You
joint.
had his bunkie. Okay, yeah. So what
I
did his
done had
bunkie say again?
his
Recap.
his bunk his bunkie said he a bitch in the joint. Said that he got slapped, got his food took, didn't do nothing about it.
Oh
Said that he wasn't
man,
gang
Burner
banging, he
going out
peck gang.
bad.
Yeah, man, come on, man. You ain't none of that in the joint, bro. You
They
ain't
said
put
he was
on a
0 14 in rap battles in the joint.
man. There ain't there ain't a there, I did 10 years in FSP in Florida State Prison. There ain't a bitch in Florida State Prison that would ever tell you that Pino got his food took or got bullied or got taken advantage of or got slapped without fucking putting consequences and repercussions on a bitch. That shit crazy. When a bitch come out, your bunkie come out and say you was getting bullied and beat up inside the chain gang, bro. Man, get the fuck out of here. We can't listen to nothing you say, bro. You was a bitch in the chain gang. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. This is somebody firsthand account. Fuck all the paperwork, all that bullshit. Bro, fuck all that bullshit. Let's talk about the fact that your bunkie said you was a bitch in the chain gang, bro. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here, bro. My bunkie say I'm a bitch in the chain gang. I'm gonna have to line his bitch ass up. Let him know what time it is. Fuck you talking about? And he's like, man. All right, that's my conclusion. Burner's a bitch.
Well, Burner 420, bro, he said that he'll meet you in the ring. So if you're trying to line
Burner,
that up, he's ready for it.
Burner will not meet me in the ring, bro. I will beat the fuck out of Burner. He will not meet me in the ring. Half of these YouTubers won't go in the ring, bro.
Jumpsuit Pablo already said he would. Don't put
Jump.
all. You
I,
know what I
I
mean?
said I said half. Now I fuck with jumpsuit and jumpsuit. We already know me and jumpsuit. We already want to line it up for the
Y'all
bag.
going grid.
Yeah, for the bag. Hell yeah, we're gonna grid for that bag. But I fought with Jumpsuit. He good people. But other than that, like it's a lot of YouTubers who talk a lot of shit that we ain't never seen fight. We ain't never seen Wes Watson fight. But what we
We
seen him
seen
beat.
1090 Jake fight though.
And you ain't never seen 1090 Jake fight. You seen 1090 Jake flop on his back. You ain't never seen him fight. You ain't never seen half these motherfuckers fight on
I seen him
YouTube,
wipe the
bro.
blood and get up, ready to go, baby. I seen it.
No, you didn't. You seen the white blood get up and wipe his motherfucking face.
I seen blood. No, I see blood on his blood was on his face. He wiped it. He's like, let's go.
How you end up in that position, bro? I'm just
Mm,
wondering. For a friend.
And then y'all up the thing, dude. Y'all both violated probate. Y'all, man, y'all crazy. Y'all both could have got locked up on that, man. Just
yeah,
FYI.
for shit show I could have.
I think
Um,
statute of limitations is up on that though, right? It's
It's
been 5
definitely up.
years.
It's definitely up. It's only 2 years, but it's definitely up
Oh
on that.
no,
Yeah,
no, it's longer than 2 years, bro.
nah, for a third degree for a simple assault, it's on. And then you got to have a one party pressing charges. You got to have one party say they got beat up. The other party, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like even though people talk shit about Jacob Cherry and all that shit,
He
like
kept it solid, man. He could have got you
yeah,
jammed up, and
he could have got me
yeah,
jammed up, and
you
he
could have got
didn't.
him jammed up.
All I
So yeah,
know,
vice
all I
versa.
know is
So
if they come knocking, bro, AI is official. You know what I mean? AI be looking great these days. That's all I know.
all I'm
Wait a
saying
minute. Wait a
is
minute.
I don't know nothing about
What?
AI. I just
If they
I
come
What?
knocking, the answer is AI, bro. Every time if they come knocking.
I hear that. All I'm saying is bro could have
Good
put me in
defense.
jail. Bro could have put me in jail. You know what I mean? Like so at the end of the day, like yeah, I don't give a fuck. People bash him, and I support the people that bash him. I don't give a fuck if my enemy is your enemy, then we got something in common. But at the end of the day, he ain't put no police on me. I could say that. He didn't. He could have did that. He could have put the police on me, and he didn't do that. So
Now they're gonna clip that and they're gonna put it with that one time you saying that he put the police on you for another time though. You
He
said,
did put the police on me for another time. I'm not talking about this specific time.
yeah. So
The
why wouldn't he do it then?
because the internet was watching. That's why.
They had to build up that emotion, bro.
The internet was watching. The whole internet watched me beat him up. So if I go to jail, what's the first thing the internet gonna say? He put the police on me. So that's why he ain't put the police on me. He waited till later on, like 2 years later, to feed the police information.
Well, you both support Charlie Kirk. I think you and 1090 are closer and got more
I
things in common than what you think.
I wouldn't say that I support Charlie Kirk. I would just say that a life was lost and I'm paying my respects. That's as simply as that. I'm not a I don't really I'm not big into politics, brother. Like I don't really fuck with politics, bro. Politics ain't never did nothing for me. I mean, if politics did something for you, then to each their own. If somebody in the chat feels like politics drastically changed their life and it made
Yeah,
their
he's
life
vote
better,
locally. You got to vote local,
then
man. You got to worry about the kids, the school system,
I hear
all those
you.
school board meetings. You should be at every single one of them.
I hear you. But if you feel like politics changed your life, more power to you, bro. But politics never did one fucking thing for my life. It hasn't changed it at all. So at the end of the day, I'm still a human. I'm still out here surviving, and I don't, bro. If they didn't blast who the president was on every single news station, I probably wouldn't know who the president was, bro.
Whoa.
I'm just being
Let me ask you
honest,
this
dude.
before you go.
I don't follow politics.
The drop your flag challenge. Are you participating in this? Have you drop? Are you gonna drop your flag for the love of the game, man? A lot of people dropping their flag.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't. Well, I'm just saying it's Hocus 45 from Sex Money Murder. He dropped his flag.
Right. So are we you can pull me up for this. So because
Oh, okay. Shit.
you
Hold
can
on. Let me
you
clip
can
this. Yeah.
you can clip this later on, but
Yeah. Let me see what you're gonna say.
are we dropping our flag for the internet, or are we dropping our flag because we're growing up? Are we dropping our flag for the internet, or are we dropping our flag because we become daddies and fathers? And you know what I'm saying? Are we dropping our flag for the internet, or are we dropping our flag because we don't want to be in 6 feet deep like one of our homeboys? Are we dropping our flag for the internet, or are we dropping our flag because we want to be a grown ass person and not participate in childlike activities? Let's be real, bro. This whole dropping your flag for the internet shit, fuck all that clout shit. If you want to drop your flag, drop your flag. Do it in private. Do whatever. You ain't got to do that shit on the internet, bro. That's clout shit. That's you saying that's you looking for an opportunity to drop your flag. Oh, the internet's accepting people dropping their flag. I think I'm gonna go on and make my position known. I
I
drop my
heard
flag.
that.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Bro, I dropped my flag when I grew up and
It puts an
became
instant target
a
on you if you
father.
get jammed up. You're a target now.
Who's a target?
Like if you go public saying you dropped your flag, and then a lot of the West Coast dudes are like, "This is bullshit. You got to get jumped out or you got to get put off."
I mean, that's what's supposed to happen. Yeah, let's be honest. That's hey,
What about
blood in,
folding your
blood out.
flag and putting it in the cabinet, like DBS says? Just fold the flag, put it up.
Fold it and put it in the cabinet.
Yeah, just put it in the
Oh
dining room
shit.
somewhere.
What that means? So you take it
In
out
your
for
dresser.
you take it out
It's
for
in
special occasions.
the
Yeah, when you
curio
get locked back
cabinet.
up in prison, like you said, if you go back into prison right now, you're going right back into the politics.
What about for Halloween? Do you take it back out for Halloween?
Depends what you're gonna be.
You gonna be a
Depends if you're gonna
blood
see
for
some
Halloween?
if you're gonna see some ops when you go trick or treating.
What side of the city you going trick or treating on? That's the question.
Yeah, that is the question. You're gonna go stay in the rich because people get it twisted. They keep thinking the rich people give out good candy. That's not even fucking true. The poor people, like where I'm from, they got food stamps. So during fucking,
No,
they got the best candy, bro. They got the best. You
no,
get the big bars.
no,
It ain't like
no,
that
bro.
here.
No, it ain't like that here, bro. I'm from
These Island
Broward
has
County.
shit.
I'm from Broward County. I pull my wife in here. I'll wake her ass up out of bed. I am from Broward. But we drive to Palm Beach, to the rich area in Palm Beach for Halloween. We go to my auntie's community for Halloween to go trick or treating because, bitch, every house give out candy. And I'm talking
Whole
candy bar,
bars. Yeah, the
whole
big old
bars
bars.
and shit. You go trick or treating, you go trick or treating in our neighborhood, bitch. You gonna hit 4 streets before you find one house to give you some candy.
Yeah, it
That's
is a little
how
different.
that's
It ain't
how it
like
is in
when we was. It ain't
Indianapolis.
like. Yeah, it ain't like when we was growing up where when we was growing up, it was a different generation.
It was
Almost,
a more of a community when we were growing up. We had little
yeah,
icy lady. We had the lady to make the little the little, I don't know, every single corner had some lady that made shit in her house that you could buy for 50 cents, like the little icy with the flavor.
Dakota,
Candy
Dakota,
ladies.
This is
the
pre-COVID. This is
the
pre-COVID.
the cul-de-sac
Hey,
kids was the coolest kids on the block. The cul-de-sac kids, the boys, they
hey,
had
figure
shit
deal
going
this,
like that.
bro. I never went trick or treating my entire life until I took my son trick or treating for the first time, bro. Never
Is it
went trick or
because
treating
being
ever.
because of the Day of the Dead, you stay in that day?
Nah, man, it's because that was satanic day, bro. That was a pagan ritual, a pagan holiday, and
Yeah,
my
Hey,
yep.
pops was not about it.
what happened with DVS? He didn't want to battle me on this Charlie Kirk. He didn't want to debate me.
Oh, he avoided the smoke because I told him he didn't like the idea of me being in control of being able to mute and put people down because we thought it was going to go into a crazy ass debate. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't show up, man. DBS pussied out tonight.
We ain't have no opposition. He anti Charlie Kirk. I was looking for the anti Charlie Kirk. I really ain't see too many anti Charlie Kirks in your chat either.
Nah,
Um,
nah.
a lot of
Nobody wants to come up.
Even the folks that said they were left, they were that way. They were like, we ain't cool with this though.
Yeah, I do agree
Yeah.
with that. What Krupp said, I made a post, and out of the 100 and something comments on my post about Charlie Kirk, there were a good 20 to 30 people that commented and said they did not believe what Charlie Kirk preached. They did not avidly like him in politics, but they did not believe he deserved what happened to him. There were a lot of people that said that, a lot of pro-left people. So I do want to give that a lot of people that are on the left. They did get in my comments and they were like, "Look, I'm a Democrat. I don't agree with things that Charlie said, but what happened is wrong, and I'm giving prayers to his family." So I do give respects to those people who respect life over politics, because at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's life over politics. You know what I
Hundred
mean?
percent.
That
Like
was beautiful,
it's
Pino. That was
you
beautiful.
know.
Came from the
Thank you,
heart.
thank you. I'm about for that one.
All right,
Appreciate
fellas. Anything else corrupt?
Nah, man. I think it's all been said. There ain't nothing less to say, bro.
it. Yes, sir.
Bring Big Weavy back.
That takes me back right there, bro. But I've been set up 3 a.m. in the morning hearing this right here play for a minute while we be putting together a drum set or who knows what he doing.
I seen people snort a whole key listening to this damn song, dude, on the stream, man.
It happens, bro. It happens. I got my first key from my baby mama brother.
I got my first key. I got my first key. All right, chat. Everybody that popped through. Irony. I seen Carolyn Cooper earlier. Appreciate you. Mike D. I seen you in the chat. Laura. Trav. Timu again. Salute to you. TNT 420. Oh gosh. Melissa McCoy. Mandy Cush.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn. Salute to you.
Ruth.
Yeah, Miss Roof.
LYD.
Richard Dalling. I seen him earlier. Lil Smokey.
Irony Mike D.
Smokey got political tonight. What did he say? He said some shit. He said some facts. Kim, thank you. Liz Rose. Good night, Liz Rose. Oh, there was a lady up here, Missy. She didn't say nothing though when she came up.
Yeah, I saw that. You had the overlay up, but I saw it pop up at the bottom left-hand corner for a second.
Yeah, I was giving them the chance to talk because it didn't say nothing. Melissa McCoy, salute. We out of here, y'all. If I miss you on the live and the people in silent, you already know Mallory. Salute to you. Thank you so much. U2 Streets podcast. We'll come back. We'll cover more of this. We're covering more McKinsey too. Yeah, once we get a real good Wade Wilson update, Kit did draw some DRs, but I don't think it was too. There wasn't too much shit in there that's crazy right now with Wade Wilson, but we'll still cover that. I got an interview with Daniel Patterson coming. Daniel Patterson, TikTok, first day out. Corrupt was supposed to be there for that.
Supposed to be, but you gotta tell me before 9:45 at night, man. I was in bed when you hit me.
This dude was in Mississippi prison system. He survived electrocution, but not what y'all think. Y'all got to stay tuned for the interview, though. I appreciate everybody. Maybe I'll put it on Patreon first.
Hey,
all right, man.
Lord,
We
hey,
out.
shout out, y'all see
LYD, man.
Laura's
Yeah.
comment. Laura's comment. Hype the video, y'all. Y'all don't know about hypes. After the video, go to where the little comment section is, slide over, hit the hype button, man. Hype up the video.
We were so close. So we had one McKinsey video that was outside of the top 100 on the hype, man. They hyped when I put a post, I said, hype our video up. And I didn't do it again, so we haven't been close. But that one day, our McKinsey Shrilla video was right there. We was almost in the top 100 of hype videos. That shit is epic, bro. We killing it, bro. That shit's crazy.
That's dope. Yeah, that's dope.
Shit gets me excited. I got to work on New Age Plug channel. I'll be over there, though. Y'all want to see some solo shit?
Callie, I put it right there in the chat. It's just ITZKRUP at It's Corrupt.
Yeah, Mr. Corrupt. It's Corrupt.
Right there. Laura's got me. Laura's got me covered right there. Thank you, Lord.
There you go. Callie Star, Andrea, make sure y'all everybody sub up to Corrupt. Andrea Hodge, salute to you. LYD4, Barry Wood, Lisa S, Laura. Yeah, there you go. Corrupt goes live more than us. You go over there and check him out on the vertical lives. It's a nice, it's chill. He sometimes sends it to me. I'll go up there sometimes.
Yeah, I'll be chilling out with the lake in the background, man. It's nice until it gets cold anyway. But it's nice, man. Come hang out. All right, I appreciate you, Plugger.
Hey, we did a really good job tonight in not promoting no violence. I'm so proud of us because I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I think if we would have, I ain't gonna lie to everybody. I think if we would have did the live right after the Charlie Kirk shit happened, DBS would have been radical. I would have matched his energy, and the whole pod would have been done.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be real with everybody because even me and DBS have been in screaming matches on the phone. He's going radical. I would put him on the FBI watch list. We need to talk about this. This is a conversation.
I can only imagine, bro. I can only imagine. That's why Pino was like, "Where is he at, man?" Because
yeah, he was. We did a pre-pod. So this is what we did. We did a pre-production meeting today, and I called Pino. I called DBS, put him on the three-way, and we talked about what we're gonna talk about tonight, and they got into it pretty, and I told DBS, I was like, listen, I'm going to take your control. I didn't tell him this, but this is what I wanted to do. Actually, I didn't do it. He would have had control, but I wanted to take his controls away on the stream where he can't unmute himself or he can't mute people. Like, it's all non-biased debates, and that's what we got to do with DBS because sometimes he might be a fascist, man. He might be a dictator, but we'll get to that later, guys. Yeah, salute to everybody.
It's the YouTube streets. Where the fuck have you been?
or any kind of homosexual activity or gambling, you're good to go, bro.
With another man.
With another man.
And what happened when everyone found out?
And I'm going to take advantage of this. He's going to bleed out. Call the ambulance. I'm like, oh, shit. He mysteriously hung himself. Yeah, the gods were with me.
We still love you, DBS. Have a good night, y'all. Salute to everybody, man. New Age Plug, you did it again. You already know what it is. U2 Streets Podcast. Let's go.